Alright, hello, and welcome to episode 73 of Chaos Entropy. Today's date is April 23rd, 2025. Let's get right into it. Alright, what do you want to talk about first?
I think we just have to talk about it first, right?
Yeah.
Well, John has entered chat.
Hello.
Wait, John,
Oh, go ahead.
did you play Oblivion yet?
I played a decent chunk of it. I got like an hour or two in.
Alright.
Not too much though.
So yeah, let's go right into it. Oblivion Remastered. Shadow dropped and released yesterday from this pod's recording.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised it just released the same day of the trailer. I can't play for like a week because I have to finish a couple other things.
Oh, you haven't played it yet?
No, I didn't even buy it yet. I have to I didn't have time to buy it yesterday. And to be honest, the more I think about it, I think I'm just gonna hold off on buying it because then I just I wouldn't be able to finish Brotherhood and Revelations.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I forgot you were still doing that.
I'm
Yeah, I have played 21 hours currently.
Holy crap. Dude, how's it been?
So it's been kind of interesting to rediscover Oblivion again. It's kind of the only way I could say or talk about it, since Oblivion was one of the first open world RPGs I played. It was not Skyrim, unlike many of the younger people I know and have spoken to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my first was Oblivion, and it's really just crazy the fact that I'm playing this game again and seeing a lot of this shit over. Um, it's also really interesting that since I played it as a child, my biggest idea for damage was always just find the biggest number, whether that was magic or literally just heavy weapons. So, and I didn't even know how to build a character really at the time.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to actually play this game with like trying to think, okay, well, how do I play into my build, or what quest should I be taking, or what quest should I not be taking?
Yeah, man, that whole new level of insight that you've gained throughout just playing, like, Skyrim or other world games, you're just like, oh wow, I can now use into this, and it just makes the experience so much better.
Yeah, it's definitely been different. Like, for example, um, we're all Skyrim veterans here, so I don't even have to sugarcoat a lot of this. My my lockpicking skill is already at 100.
That's awesome.
And currently I'm working on blasting my alchemy up, so that way I can start an empire and steady cash flow. Because after all, in these games, money is everything.
It quite literally is, yeah. I haven't had all of that in terms of like playing, just because I've only been playing for like a couple hours, because I've had shit to do in the past like few like hours. But from the little that I actually played, I enjoyed it a lot. It looks a lot better than like the gameplay that I had seen before. It's got a whole new polish. It actually feels proper, like this generation. And honestly, the first thing that took me off was like, because I played, unlike you, I played Skyrim for the first time. That was my first ever Elder Scrolls game, and I played that late as shit when everybody was already like experiencing like new stuff and were already asking for like when's the next one coming out. I was just getting into the game, and so after going through playing that and was like, oh wow, this is like this is what I expect an Elder Scrolls game to be. This is pretty nice. I can understand this. Going back now and playing Oblivion with the remaster, I feel like there's a lot more customizability. Like there's new, even like in the form of like new skills like acrobatics and athletics. Then there's classes, there's birth signs. It was almost a little overwhelming at the beginning because I was like, wow.
Yeah, I did hear about that. And I always heard about that when people compared Oblivion and Skyrim back then. How a complaint was that
Yeah.
Skyrim streamlined a lot of things.
What is your guys' experience with Oblivion? Like, and I'm talking OG here.
Oh my god, OG Oblivion. I've heard of it. I've seen like videos of said thing, but I never even like touched it
A
outside of
copy
like one
is
occasion.
a copy is sitting on my shelf right now.
I still have the copy right now. I had the one with all the DLCs on it.
Oh, dude, I never got a game of the year or anything like that.
The thing is,
The
like,
most.
I went in thinking it was gonna be like Skyrim, because I didn't have money for Skyrim back then, so I got Oblivion. I saw Oblivion for like $10 or something.
Yeah, Oblivion was like $10 to $3.
And well, I didn't realize it came out in 2006, so it was just a completely different game in my perspective. And it really was different because I could barely play it as much as I wanted to because it just hurt my eyes. It was so bright and just everything about it. Just like you walk outside and then the sky just beams you with all this glow. Like everything glows. Even like the stone glows. It's so bright. And yeah, I just wasn't really able
I
to.
noticed that immediately too.
Yeah, I just wasn't able to play. And the combat felt pretty floaty. It was like it was like one of those older games. So I never really got to sink my teeth into Oblivion compared to Skyrim, but I did get, I guess, decently far. I got to. I did go in and out of hell at least. That's all I can recall.
Yeah, I haven't even seen an Oblivion game yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, so my experience is, every single time I've played Oblivion, I would actually do quite a lot despite my young stature. I would do quite a lot. I would always find a way to steal a horse somehow. And usually the penultimate consequence of my playthrough was I would find an Oblivion portal. I would never be sure if it was main story or like just an Oblivion portal I found because I can't remember. But I would always go into an Oblivion portal and my dumbass would never make it out the other side.
Oh my god.
I would constantly get lost. And keep in mind, if you walked in any dungeon in Oblivion, depending on when you experience the game, it's very easy to say that you may or may not have gotten lost in its very simplistic dungeon design, because literally nothing stands out in the dungeon.
I was just about to ask you about that too. I was like, is that a problem in the old game too? Because the very first one that they lay out of you when you escape, I was like, fuck it, let's do this. I go in, and then I went through the entire dungeon, got out the other side, and said, wait a second, this is the entrance. I just came out the entrance.
I actually dreaded going.
How does that even work?
Yeah,
I didn't like going.
unfortunately,
to game.
all of the good dungeons are they're all DLC, man. They're all DLC.
No way, bro.
But it's okay. I'm gonna enjoy the whole base game.
I remember I tried to start like the Knights of the Nine quest, but you actually had to read the map, and I just didn't know how to read the map.
So,
Oh my god.
I'm actually doing the Knights of the Nine quest right now.
Oh, is it still the same thing?
Yeah, you have to go find the what you call it's the fucking.
You actually have to like look at the maps they give you or whatever, and then actually find out where it is. They don't tell you
So
anything else. You gotta
so
go into
you
like
don't
the dungeons and get the gear.
have to. They took. I don't know if it was a requirement to look at the map or not, but you you can, because like there's a ton of versions of those way portal things, like all across the map. So you can just randomly either A, stumble across them eventually,
Yeah.
or B, if you know where the specific ones are, you could just hunt them down in like a speed run fashion.
Yeah, well,
Which is
that's
what
the
I
thing.
did.
You have to look at the. I think initially you have to look at the map though, because they don't give you waypoints or anything.
Yeah, that is something too that still boggles my mind is there's both a lot of waypoints for stuff, and the game immediately gives you so fucking many, but there's also not enough icons for stuff. Half the time you're looking at your icon or like your compass and you see an icon and you're like, oh, maybe that's this shop that I have to enter that's right to my neck, like right or left. Nah, dude. You're looking at the fucking south gate, bro. That's the fucking entrance you entered, and it's like 100 meters right behind you.
Oh yeah, you're right. The map was pretty frustrating.
And it still is. It still has that. I'm gonna call it a charm because it's an old game, and they did immediately rectify it in Skyrim.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I also want to ask, dude. With all like the new maps and or like the confusing question shit that was going on in Oblivion, how was it like playing Oblivion in a pre-YouTube era where you didn't have walkthroughs?
Um, so pre YouTube, pre like internet guide, pre forum, pre walkthrough, like all that, because
Mm-hmm.
you know that stuff was just starting to become a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. I honestly I don't know if this speaks to my testament for my love of this game, but I probably spent like I'm talking like as a child. I probably spent well over like hundreds of hours in Oblivion. Easily just starting a new character, going through a bunch of different random quest lines that I've either seen before or never seen before. Sometimes I would get different endings, which was crazy to see. I almost became a wiki of myself, like just through hard, repeated experience.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like if I did play that game during the time, I run into the same problem of like I go in, I enter a situation, I realize I'm ill prepared for said situation, but if the game hasn't hooked me in at that point, or I just have something else that I want to play in the background, and it's just sitting there looking at me, I might just be inclined to just be like, yeah, I'll put this shit down. I'll give it another day, and then just it never happens. I don't have that same grit that some of these other players had, which is why I'm thankful that I have forums to really get to me and hunker me down for some of these situations. Where's
Yeah,
this? Where's this?
that's the thing. I spent hundreds of hours just walking around, figuring out where I was supposed to go. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Eventually, I mean, I think the furthest I got was something that was. I think it was after you went through the first portal in Kavach, and they start calling you
The hero
the
Kavash.
hero of Kavach. I think it was after that, and then I just everything kind of got foggy after that.
Yeah, that's definitely you and I were sharing the memory right
But yeah, I mean, like after that, I just I think I remember I beat it like I became like the champion of the arena or whatever, and I had the weird blonde elf dude follow you around. And I just killed
Yeah, I
him.
remember doing that, and I also remember like immediately executing him.
I remember like I tried to. The difference is I was trying to like test Skyrim things in Oblivion.
Oh
I came
yeah.
in with like the idea that shit in Skyrim would be the same as in Oblivion. But no, it's not. Apparently, because like I thought like if you did like a crime, because like in Skyrim, if you did a crime in Whiterun, you wouldn't be wanted in Solitude.
Oh, dude, nah.
No, in Oblivion, if you did a crime in the corner of the damn map, everybody in the entire world knows you did the crime, and they're hunting your ass down.
That's
So
crazy.
I was horrified
Dude,
when I robbed
when
somebody in Cyrodiil, and then I went to like as far as I could, and some dude in yellow just showed up and was like, "You violated the law."
when I tell you I have that line burned into my memory solely because there there was a playthrough forever burned in my memory that I have to legit call this man Paul Revere
Oh yeah, yeah.
because the thing was, and keep in mind, I did this on accident. As a child, I did this on accident. But I accidentally discovered an enemy in an early dungeon not too far from the Imperial City called Umbra.
Oh, you ran, you went to Ombra.
And me, not realizing who I just walked upon as a child, sought to challenge the brave Umbra, ran out of healing potions, realized, oops, shit, I'm in danger. And so what do? Logically, because I didn't have a horse yet, I ran to the fucking Imperial City.
Oh,
And I didn't know how to fast travel yet.
That's
And
rough.
so I ran and I ran and I ran. Bro, when I tell you the fear in my face when I finished buying potions and I was like, okay, I'm all good. And I walk out of the store and Umbra's just there charging at me.
wait, did the guards try to kill Umbra?
The moment Umbra attacked me, they ended up eventually killing Umbra.
Oh, okay, because I was like,
After
I remember like running
and
into Cyrodiil when I was getting chased by stuff, but like they just kill the guards. I couldn't kill the guards, but they would just kill the guards, and there'd be just pile of guards in Imperial iron armor.
so the problem was, right? I I was like, oh shit, there's a ton of bodies. That means there's a ton of loot. And so I just went to ravaging. I threw on the Umbra armor, I threw on the Umbra sword, and I felt like hot shit, and then I had all this iron armor. My issue was, I was crouched down when I did this, and someone just accidentally walked by, and I pickpocketed them in broad daylight with no sneak skills, because I never sneak in this game.
Literally, yeah.
Um, and bro, when I tell you the adventure of Paul Revere began, bro, I genuinely, I cannot make this up, in this one playthrough, when I tell you I discovered the whole map. My only option was to just take the, like, few hundred gold I had, buy a horse, which was a mistake, but I bought a horse.
Wait, you bought the horse, but you didn't pay the fine?
No, because the fine was like, keep in mind, the person that I stole this from, um, they they were a merchant, right?
Uh,
And the thing that I sold, I didn't realize what it was, but it was a suspicious green helmet that lets you breathe underwater called fin gleam.
oh.
And so that bounty was like a few thousand, but my gold was like 600.
Hmm.
That's horrible, bro. Ain't no way.
Yeah, in that playthrough, I sold fin gleam for early money, not realizing what the helmet's true potential was.
Oh my god, yeah. I make that mistake all the time. Honestly, maybe not in Skyrim. Skyrim, I was so like connected to my gear until I realized I could just make gear that's better. And I was like, oh, sell, 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 sell.
I'm pretty happy in Skyrim that that's how things work. Like, the gear you make can always be better.
Mm-hmm. I like it, but I also feel like I do find like a legendary sword that was here since the second era. How the fuck did I just come in here with my 75 fucking enchanting skill and then make something that's slightly better?
Because it was built by a hero.
Nah,
Oh
but you know something, something I hope that they do, is that you could take your, like, blacksmithing skill and just, like, reinforce legendary weapons. To actually give some legendary weapons some meaning.
Dude,
Actually, yeah.
I feel like that's such an issue, low key, is like you are both of you are right. I absolutely love and think that it should be that way, but also it does devalue a lot of the high-end loot that you're supposed to work so hard on quests for, only for it to then be beaten out by some wood bow with some crackhead who made it in the back alley of some wooden shack.
Yeah, but like at the same time,
I found the grand soulstone and I just put it down.
But like at the same time, there's like I guess that's the point of uniques though, because like the you can make like the strongest shit in the game. There's still nothing that would like give you like a small percentage of like instantly killing something like Mehru's razor
That is true.
or like
Yeah.
what's it called, the ebony mail. I still wear it even though like the stuff I can make is a lot better. But like the ebony mail lets me like stand near somewhere they just get siphoned away, and it works in the AOE. You know.
An AoE setting too, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can't make anything like that, so I think as long as there's, like, unique loot like that, I think it's fine.
But I also feel like, imagine, like, combining both systems. Why not?
Well, the problem with combining both systems would be eventually you get the unique, and then you just craft onto the unique. So then there's, like, no reason to build your own, unless, like, there's no slot in that, you know? Unless there's, like, no unique boots that you could be wearing, then you'd probably go with regular Daedric, like, you know, original Daedric armor.
Bro, no. Honestly, and I know you're saying that like it's, I love that. I don't know
I
about
like
you, I
it
love
too,
that.
but again, like eventually it would get to the point where like
Every playthrough feels the same.
Well,
not
here,
even that, but like
and I'm gonna introduce this, because there is low-key already a solution to your problem, and Bethesda did this accidentally. There is a problem in Oblivion. Oblivion, unlike Skyrim, is actually a game and difficult. You can get your ass kicked in Oblivion even on the base adept difficulty. And a large part of that reason is the more, and this is low-key a secret, which is why it's recommended you do as much as you can in certain situations early on. But the more you level up, the more every single enemy you encounter just becomes
Oh, because they scale with you.
yes, it just becomes the
Yeah, that's where-
equivalent of a bullet sponge.
That's where the meme where like you run into bandits with glass armor comes from. Like that shit would never happen in Skyrim, but in Oblivion, you'd run into
Do
like
they not
bandits.
scale in Skyrim? I feel like they scale.
No, they scale in. I think they may scale in
I
level
mean, they never
to a
pull
certain
up like
point.
with glass armor.
Yeah,
But
they-
also,
they,
like,
they,
yeah.
they also may have updated it in like certain versions to scale, but if we're talking what was OG Oblivion and OG Skyrim, this was not the case.
I'm about to say, bro, because I'll be going in and I'll be fighting like some Daedric entities and I'm like kicking ass. And then I'll go down right outside of Riften and I'll fight some bandits and I'll find the strongest bandit with leather armor. And I'll be like, damn, how is he doing this?
I think it's because the bandits, they do scale, but there's a cap for them. While like Daedric in general, I think they can scale up to the player, like up to like level 80 or something with the player.
That's crazy, bro.
It's also the same thing with like followers. I think like Lydia only goes up to like level 60, while I think
Yeah.
Jizargo, I think the two Dark Brotherhood initiates, like a handful of weird guys are able to get like up to level 80 with the player.
I heard that Sven only went up to like 20 or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's why like you can insta kill him by accident.
Yep.
That's why. When I found that out, I was like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, it also like with that knowledge as an adult looking back on my playthroughs, so much becomes so clear with my followers and what happened in some situations.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, like
Because
you're
some followers like on their level curve, bro. They do not get good bonuses into their class and none of that. So they can just get absolutely shafted.
You know, like a trap just kills them.
Yup.
Dude. I don't know too much about the Oblivion side of things, but I remember my biggest thing that made me angry was in playing Skyrim was going into High Hrothgar for the first time and bringing Faendel. Gave him all my stuff. I was like level like 10. Brought him all the way up there, and then we fought this ice troll. And then he beat the dog shit out of Faendel. And then I had to just carry down all his loot that I gave him. And I was just walking down this hillside, and I was like, this sucks. This
Oh
sucks.
yeah.
I hate that some... Like, I can understand, like, your NP, like, your followers dying. I understand that. I wish that, like, all of them would, and not just, like, certain ones.
Yeah, it's pretty inconsistent.
Because Lydia can survive vampire lords and, like, crazy shit, but Faendel gets hit with, like, a stray arrow, and he wilts. And I'm like, dude, I'm never taking you again. Just give me those 5 levels in archery, and then I'm gone.
Yeah, that's why I never hired the mercenaries in the taverns. Because like they could just die, and then I have to drag their body back to the nearest town.
Literally. He's like a madman going across the map, where you're just like, he has all my loot, and I can't afford to carry all of it.
Yeah.
So I'm dragging him with me.
I'll tell you what though.
E.
After upgrading to like telekinesis and able to like lift shit with for absolute free will, they made good storage chests on my adventures.
Let's go.
Wait, can you get followers in Oblivion?
I don't actually think so, or at least I've never encountered them in
That's the
all
thing,
of my time of playing them.
I remember like trying to get like when I got the first things I got was like a follower in Skyrim, but I can't recall ever getting a follower in Oblivion.
There's no followers in Oblivion?
I
Damn.
don't think so. I think that's why you had the adoring fan follow you around. The guy that you got from being the champion in the arena. I think he's the only follower in the entire game.
Is there an ability, which off topic is there an ability to like homestead and like buy places, or is that like a Skyrim thing?
No, that's in Oblivion. You
Okay, that's
can-
cool. That's cool.
Not necessarily like Well, I guess it is the same. When I was gonna say not Homestead, I was thinking of the
Like
home
the
DLC where you
Hearthfire?
could like build. Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah, I don't give a shit about
no.
that.
You can like find a place, build it up with your crafting essentials and whatnot.
Okay,
And
that's what I really care
not
about.
only that, you do not have to buy a place. There are free places, like free houses that you could find for quests.
Thank God, bro. Thank God.
For
This place
example,
is
I've already
expensive.
found two.
Nice.
I've got the Wizard Tower in Frostcrag Spire, and I have the Thief Pirate Cove in Dunbarrow Cove.
Dude. The one thing that, like, I noticed just a lot but the game looks fucking beautiful. I love the game. I know it didn't look nearly as good before. It looked like plastic Play-Doh world.
It looked ugly as fuck, bro. It looked
But like
ugly.
playing through this shit now, it's beautiful. I love it. Everything looks great. It's a new map from like Skyrim, so thank God. And I feel
Yeah.
like some parts of Skyrim suffer from a similar problem to like fucking Fallout 3 where everything's like the same bland colors. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And so
You
going
know,
into Cyrodiil in this new remaster, I'm like, everything's bright. It's awesome.
with the new animations and the whole new like aesthetic, this is actually one of the first few Elder Scrolls where I've actually decided to like switch between first and third person like frequently.
I never play Elder Scrolls in first person. It feels weird because I never cast spells. So I always play with martial weapons.
Oh wait, you play a third person?
I always play in third person when it comes to like Skyrim and shit because I want to look at what my guy's wearing.
Interesting.
The only problem with
Right.
that is I don't know how it's like in first person, but these third person like two-handed weapon animations are god awful.
Okay, yeah, I was always wondering. I thought they were alright, but then I realized you were talking about third person.
I don't think it's the I don't think it's the necessarily the animation that's the problem. You know what I think it is? I'm having a problem with combat where, and this is more a problem on me, because I mean, I literally knew what the game was coming in.
Yeah.
I forgot how floaty and odd
Yeah.
Oblivion's melee combat actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
Compared
weight.
to Skyrim,
There's no
there
weight to the
is no
weapons.
weight. And on top of that, it is very easy to get like stuck, like swinging idle animation instead of like moving and swinging, or like it's very easy to get stuck in like, unlike this game, unlike Skyrim, it's very easy to get stuck in like a chain of light attacks instead of just a heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that.
Um, Mainly because obviously all those improvements came into Skyrim, but since this game is literally just Oblivion the remake with a coat of paint,
Mm-hmm.
which is literally what we all wanted, you know.
Yeah.
That's where I think you're encountering your combat problems because it happens in first person as well, where like sometimes you'll hit a strike, so like your hits are pretty inconsistent.
Yeah. I guess that's just a me thing, but I know it's simple. I know that it lacks a lot of features, but even in Skyrim, I love the animations for the attacks. I like the little cutscenes that play. You
Yeah.
do like crazy. They're like, I love that shit.
Oh yeah.
And it made combat with like weapons so much better, which is why out of like the 5 fucking playthroughs that I have, only one of them is pure magic. And one of them is just, not even one, two of them are just pure melee. Like one-handed with shield and two-handed. I love my orc two-handed, man. It's so great.
I think that's one of
When
the
I
things
tell
that got
you,
me kind of stuck on playing Oblivion is because how floaty. I always ran around with a mace. It was just weird seeing the guy just flop the mace around.
Like
honestly though,
spaghetti.
what's
Yeah.
weird though is like the mace was so effective because of how floaty the combat was. Because like
Yeah, because it was like
it
almost as
would
fast as the sword, basically. There was like no
it was
difference in weight.
Yeah, and also like because of the animation itself, you could almost like infinitely swing it.
Yeah, you could have. That's the thing. Like, yeah, you really could have. That's how combat was.
Yeah. The one thing I love though that they added is that stamina is drained through every like action. Like even if you're just doing a normal swing,
Uh huh.
your stamina is draining from that. I like that. The only thing that sucks about it is like once it drains, you can still swing. It's you can't do like heavy attacks and shit or any like crazy maneuvers, which kind of gets on my
Or
nerves.
well, something else that can happen is you can get knocked down if you run out of stamina.
Can you? I haven't had that problem yet. I've been
Yeah,
steamrolling
actually,
everybody.
you very likely to. Depending on what attack you get hit by, you are very likely to get knocked down.
Okay, so that's good at least. Because usually it ends up like what you were saying earlier, where we start fighting, I'll run out of stamina, and then I'll just start late spamming somebody.
And
Yeah.
here's also an interesting thing to note is your damage is also calculated by your fatigue in this game or your
Ah,
stamina.
interesting.
So
I like that a lot.
so the higher your fatigue is, the more damage you will actually deal with X melee weapon.
Yeah, and the
Or
lower it
X
is, just yeah. That's good.
I
I
don't think
like
I
that.
I don't think I ever used heavy attack when I was playing Oblivion.
Damn,
I
that's
just
crazy.
it was Minecraft to me.
Whack, 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 whack.
Yeah, I became the champion of the arena just from whacking.
Whacking.
What was your strategy? Whack, 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 whack.
That was really yeah, that was it. If I had high, I just put on better armor, had better weapons, just start whacking.
It's just like, how was your opponent? He had two maces, he was kicking ass, and as soon as I thought I had him on the ropes, he jumped, and because his acrobatics was like 100, he flew out of the arena.
That's how I beat the frost troll or whatever.
That's awesome.
It was a numbers game.
That's awesome. See, I'm in a situation now where I stopped playing temporarily because the acrobatics isn't high enough. I jumped into a puddle to like a big like underground like water pass, and then I got up and I was like, I can't get out of this. I
Oh my
can't get
god,
out
you're
of
right.
this.
Wait, I'm remembering it now. Yeah, I didn't even know acrobatics was a thing. So I was like, I can't move. Why?
No, like I'm in that situation. Like the last time I played, I was like, I gotta figure out a way to get out of this because I can't jump out of this puddle. I'm just dying.
Wait,
Yo,
what happened?
I
The
might have to
puddle?
reload because I had this like this like in one of the caves around the starting area. There's this underwater pass, and you can jump in, you can go down, and I like it
Mm.
because you can actually. I feel like I'm actually swimming for the first time in like an Illustrials game, which made me wonder like, huh, maybe the Argonian was actually worth something because this is like the first 10 minutes of the game, and I can breathe underwater. Whereas I never did that in Skyrim, but I went under this underpass. I got up to this next section, and there's no ledge to go up. I think you're just supposed to jump, but the acrobatics is dog shit. So I'm just like, damn, this is how the hero dies. I'm just in this puddle.
I, as you say that, my acrobatics is now 50.
That's crazy. I'm at like 10 or some shit. I don't be jumping.
this might be a hot take, but I saw the armor of how what's it called, the armor comparison from the new, like the new one and the original.
The new and old.
I'm gonna be honest. I never really liked how the armor in Oblivion looked compared to
Like in general.
in general compared to Skyrim. I just I don't know. I still just don't. It's not like a deal breaker for me, but like I just never really liked the art style.
I can see that. I think it looks nice. I mean, I don't have crazy armor right now, but even like the base armors that they gave you from like the start, I looked and I was like, this is alright. It's just armor to me. I'll get better ones, but like for its purpose, it suits it. It's not like in the beginning of like Skyrim where you get to have fucking, or at least I wore a lot of Stormcloak armor because I followed that motherfucker and we killed a lot of Stormcloaks.
Yeah, but like it's even like I don't know, like the Daedric armor. The Daedric armor looks kind of weird to me, but like it's like probably it's one of the better looking armors. Like the ones that I don't like are the what's it called? Like the Elven armor. I think the Dwarven armor looks like a
I
basket
think
to me.
I think my problem with the elven armor is it's too piss yellow.
Let me look at this shit. Elven
I just
armor.
don't like how it looks. I just don't like the form of it. I think it looks a lot better in Skyrim.
Why the fuck are the horns like that?
Yeah, or like I don't know. Okay, like like the Daedric armor. I know like they're keeping it like the old one, but I still like even back then. I still it's not the worst. Actually, it's probably the worst one to use as an example. But maybe like the what's it called? What's the ebony armor? Ebony armor just doesn't look good to me.
Let me look at this. Cause I love the elven armor in fucking Skyrim. That shit looks sleek as hell and awesome. The elven armor in this game kind of looks. Who would make this? What does that functionally serve?
The
Because it
ebony,
doesn't look
yeah,
good.
yeah. Like the ebony armor, in my opinion. I mean, I'd use the chest piece, but I wouldn't use the helmet.
Ebony armor. Let me see. The helmet just looks like a really boring helmet, but honestly, the rest of the armor looks kind of cool.
Yeah, actually, I think that's probably my.
I kind of like the helmet too.
I don't
It's
like
just
the
me.
helmet. I just I
There's
don't.
only one armor set that I want in the game.
I just like the Knights of the Nine armor set. That or the Daedric set.
Let me see this. That's a nice armor set. That's the armor set I'm going to be using because I'm playing a paladin character.
Like everyone uses the Knights of the Nine armor set.
This is a nice armor set.
And it's just like a great helmet and just a regular Crusader chest piece.
Dude, that Crusader-esque helmet, that like square, that cubic shit, I love that helmet so much in any game media, so much, that even when we played Elden Ring with Vlad and I dropped Radahn's helmet just so I could put that shit on Radahn's armor. I was like, this is my set.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, that, maybe the Daedric helmet,
I think the Daedric armor is just immune to looking bad in any game.
yeah, I'll be honest, like, to this day, though, I think my favorite Daedric armor is still Skyrim. Like, even the different Daedric armors in ESO just doesn't really hold a candle to it, in my opinion.
The ebony armor looks fucking great in what you call it in this game. I know people weren't as big fans of them in like Skyrim, but I love the Dragonbone armor. It looks so nice to me. It made me feel badass.
I don't mind the Dragonbone armor, it's
I
just,
like the
I'd rather put on the other stuff.
Yeah, that's just a general consensus. Most people are just like, yeah, I like the ebony armor, or I like the Daedric armor. They're like better armors for me in game. They look cooler.
But I think the Dragonbone armor looks a lot better than the armor in Oblivion.
The Dragonbone armor looks better than like all of these armors. That I fucking love the Dragonbone.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. My only problem is it took me forever because I don't know about if it was like for you. I remember telling you about this, Brian. But blacksmithing as a skill in Skyrim, I hated leveling it up.
Wait, what?
I
blacksmithing?
flooded the economy with daggers. Iron
Yeah.
daggers. Back in the day. And then I figured out that they got rid of that. So like by the time I was like I played it again, I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah,
How do I bring this up?
everyone like recommended the iron dagger method, and I was like doing it. I was like, there's just no way that they crafted this many damn daggers. And then like I looked at like,
Dude, I flooded the market, bro. I might have just like completely like armed Cyrano. I
Well-
think we can fight the old married Dominion again.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like you. That's why now, like, I level up, like, speech and shit, so, like, I can get my money back when I sell the daggers or whatever it is I'm crafting. Actually, I make a profit most of the time now.
That's interesting.
When I
Yeah.
tell you, my build currently is kind of interesting. Cause I went for a custom class, but I
I did
kind
too.
of fucked it up. I
Oh,
kinda
what
fucked
happened?
up. My problem was when I chose my major. It was honestly one of my major things is strength, and that was it. And that was my main fuck up because I was like low key. the thought of using a claymore, sneaking up behind someone and just whacking them with it sounds hilarious to me.
Sneak skill.
So I went with so I went with the Khajiit with the shadow, so I could become invisible. And I have like marksman, armor, blade, you know, the usuals. I have illusion, obviously. I mentioned security. I mentioned sneak. But one of my minor one, I think, is mercantile.
Ah,
Cause I needed that gold, bitch.
so you're a sneaking paladin who can talk to merchants and get a good barter.
Yeah, I'm
Actually,
pretty,
how does the system work? I never actually like in comparison to Skyrim, you can like you know you don't choose any like focus or any like major. You just go in and start leveling what you want. How does it really? Because I never really understood the leveling. If I'm being honest, in Oblivion.
so with Oblivion, right? The way that and keep in mind, because I'm still like, hell, I'd honestly call it learning still. But the way that I understand Oblivion's leveling system to work is that for you to level up whatever you picked as your major skills, you need to consistently level up. So if your major skills are sneak, or like armor, or like athletics, you want to do those things consistently to keep leveling up. Now, your minor skills, while they don't get as strong as buffs from your major skills, you could. I don't think you level up directly off of them, but leveling them up, like, depending on how you picked your minor skills, probably would go into your majors anyway.
So what? So you just level up faster with strength if you choose strength.
Pretty much.
Oh, so it's just the speed.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And then
Okay.
it'll be
So
like,
you can't be
and then
like
it'll,
Doctor Doom in Skyrim and just
yeah,
be a
like,
god of everything. Or at least you could
yeah,
probably eventually, but like not as good.
yeah, like, for example, something I assume since we've all played Skyrim, or we've all played a hefty amount of Skyrim, we all know the exploits. We've all heard of a fellow named the Spiffing Brit.
I love the spiffing Brit. He fucking just breaks every game I've seen.
The Spiffing Brit had an Oblivion character where pretty much all of his stats were over 100. And I think he did this by pretty much making his luck his highest stat because luck affects all other stats.
Oh, okay.
And he had his luck to like damn near 300, and everything else was like in the 150s, 200s.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah. Well, that makes sense though. You go and you put your major skills and you're good at those and you can level up faster by doing those things. I think I made a mistake. I don't know how much, like, if your combat's as frequent as in Skyrim, where like you walk down the road and you're like, oh, let me go grab something, and then boom, you just get attacked by raiders.
When I tell
Saber
you,
tooth.
when I tell you,
Yeah, like,
there are two methods of traveling the roads of Cyrodiil. One is the safe and guaranteed method of fast traveling around, and the other is a dangerous expedition where I promise at every corner I've run into, I found at least one thing that wants to hunt me down.
oh my god, yeah.
It'll be some fuck ass wolf from the back corner. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
passed this temple so long ago, But bro is still chasing me down, and because of this, I cannot fast travel.
Damn. Dude, when I made my character, I didn't like the base, what was it? I think it was like Conqueror or whatever the hell it was, one of the classes. It was something with a C. And I made in my own class. And I put in like alteration stuff. And I was like, man, I don't want to be able to use like destruction magic. Let me put it in alteration instead. Yeah, that'll be cool. And then I got out of there and I was like, do I even know any alteration spells? I was like, why did I do this?
Was there
And I was
necromancy?
like, dude, I put like bladed blunt, which I'll be honest with you, I don't
Necromancy
know
is
why I did that.
in lore technically banned. Unlike Skyrim's College of the Winterhold, where they're just casually popping motherfuckers out of the ground.
Yeah, it's banned in ESO too.
It's banned. I don't know if that doesn't mean that you can't not do it.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
know,
I
like,
mean,
because like in ESO, you just can't, you can still do necromancy. It's just you get arrested if you do.
yeah, but I don't know if it's you can't not do it or you just flat out can't do it.
I remember having a blast with conjuration back in the day. I can't do that now because I'm playing this paladin character. I just gotta find this fucking alteration spell. I'll find it eventually.
Just go to the college. Just go join the mage guild.
Hey, I'll find that too. I'll do it, bro. I want to play everything authentically. No guides. We got this. It won't be hard. Probably just
Legit.
happen.
Just fast travel to one mage guild. Find a book. I think it's called like the Mage Guild Charter or something like that, and it literally tells you this guild hall specializes in this. This guild hall specializes in this city.
Well, that'll be my first stop because I can now be hard blocked out of this. I have no range capabilities, but it's fine.
If anything, I'd say as a paladin, it is your duty to the church to go do some studying, learn some fucking magic,
Nerd.
fix your range, get your healing spells up.
I got my healing spells. It's okay. I got one.
Have you seen those videos where like it's like a dude in a suit of armor? It's just like me after like the fucking wizard shoots frostbolt or something. It's just the guy brushing off snow, and then he goes in to like
Yeah.
chop the guy's head off.
Oh crap.
I'm gonna fucking do that. I don't need no ranged attacks. I'll just get over there and kill you.
No. Oh, hold on.
I'll just take those magic resistance potions.
We say fuck the range attack. I say why not do a little bit of both?
Bro,
Nah. That's
I ain't doing range. I'll summon an astronaut to do range though.
I
Nah,
love
bro.
magic. I think
My
conjuration
favorite-
is full of magic.
I
My
always
favorite
go with conjure.
My favorite thing is to turn a dungeon into Metal Gear Solid and systematically use my stealth archery to pick off anyone in my way, so I can then have the battle of a lifetime.
I've never
Yeah,
actually
right.
ran. I've never ran. What's
Stealth
it called?
archery?
Yeah, I've never ran a stealth archer build.
I've been one.
I always, even if I try to do something, I eventually just put in conjuring and strain. I just always revert to the default eventually.
I feel like that's like everybody. Eventually, they go to their original playstyle if they're just not satisfied, if they're not getting the result that they need to measure originally. I mean, one of my characters, I wanted to also make a stealth archer, but go down a different path. Because I chose one ending of the thing, and so I just made him a battle archer. And I was just, boom, slash, slash, slash. And then I was like, I need people. I was like, if only there was a way to have like an army of people to like help me out.
Yes.
So that I won't get overwhelmed with my archery. So I got my follower and I got my flame action arc, and I was like, go kill them. It just sucks that my flame action arc is better at aiming than I am. Because I fucking suck with a bow and arrow.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I never actually. I think no, okay, never mind. I can't say that. I have used. I think I used some spells on dragons more. The more I think about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, bro, I be playing this shit like the lore accurate hero. You will see me pop 2 shots with my bow, down 3 potions immediately to buff myself. I will then bust out my magic, dump a massive spell, and then you will see me bust out the fattest claymore in fucking lore size, bro.
Bro, I only I pop out like 2 astronarchs and then I swap over to I don't know the highest damaging spell I got that I can cast. And then I shot at the dragon to get it to the land and then I just pull out a claymore or something.
Damn, bro. Did y'all ever fight the Ebony Warrior?
I fought
Yeah.
him once.
I fought him exactly once.
I fought him once. Did you fight Umbra? Umbra in Skyrim?
Yeah,
Umbra in Sky, I don't know, I mean,
I'm gonna
I
start
feel like
is
Umbra in Skyrim is just kind of like a maybe slightly weaker version of the Ebony Warrior.
agreed.
Yeah, I fought him, bro.
Because he clones himself, right? I think that's the only problem. He fucking clones himself.
Bro, he was okay. I had a hard time with the Warrior just because when I first played the game, I said enchantments, fuck that, and I just threw them away. So when I fought him in his full enchanted ebony armor, I got my ass kicked.
Bro,
Yeah, and he's like
You
way
really-
taller than you.
you really hate to feel like the best fighter in Skyrim and then run across some dude who has like a paralyzed dagger, and you just see your max level character just.
Dude, it's so bad. I ran at him, and I was doing it with my, I had a great axe from the one DLC and I was doing like Nordic shit. And I was like, ah, in my full armor, and then I hit the motherfucker, and then he just took that shit. I fell over, and he just started stabbing me. I was like, please.
Yeah, and then he can shout too. He can shout and paralyze you.
So he already had me paralyzed, and then he was like, he's getting up, shout.
They're like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
There's genuinely I think there was one time I fought him where I got downed, like knocked over, and he just did not let me get back up.
Yeah. I think most of the people who fight him I see online now, they find some way to paralyze him.
Him.
It's awesome, bro. I hate his fucking health regeneration. It's so ass. I would hit him with a heavy attack, and by the time my heavy animation finished, he would just get it all back, and I was like, "You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. And I hate you." And then my first character was a fucking a Nord, and I did two-handed heavy armor frost magic. Little did I know he has the boots that are frost suppression, and he just fucked me over there too. And I was like, dude, so you're just an anti-me.
You're the worst enemy in the game. He's
you. He's me.
He's you. But if you stayed playing and stayed committed long enough.
It's so ass, bro. He makes me very mad.
Except the problem is he's not me. Ebony armor, bro, really?
Bro, I brought ebony armor.
You settled. I was gonna say, you settled for ebony when Solstein is right fucking there. If you don't get your ass to mining right now.
I always ran with ebony.
Nah, bro, I liked running in as the dragon god. I had the full Solstein heavy armor with the dragon aspect on top to make me just look ethereal as hell.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate that motherfucker.
Oh wait, are you talking about the what's it called? The shout or the actual soul sign armor?
Both.
Oh no, I ran.
Because if you had pieces of the armor and then you did the shout, you would get a special aura from the armor.
No, I ran, what's it called? I ran Ebony more than I ran Daedra.
That's weird.
I ran, because I always liked how it looked, except for the gauntlets, I always ran with Daedra gauntlets, because I like the sharp hands.
Dude, there's a heavy armor perk that allows you to, like, if you're wearing all of the same armor pieces along with all heavy armor, you get like a crazy boost. And it sucks because I had to actually do that because for the longest time in the game I wore all the armor, but then I wore the Imperial Guard heavy armor helmet because I
Oh,
liked the idea of being like a Spartan warrior.
yeah.
But eventually I did replace it all with Dragon Mode, and I hate fighting that dude because I realized that, like, early on, like, wait a second. I did not spec into anything outside of two-handed and, like, frost damage specifically. And I was like, once he uses his disarming shot, I lose half my kit. What do I do? He's hitting me and I'm looking down and I'm trying to find my fucking weapon in the snow and I'm like,
That's why I always ran with what's it called? Bound Blade.
it ain't Mountain Blade. Fuck you.
I ran Bound Blade, baby.
Oh, dude.
Bound Blade. I ran with Ebony Mail. I think actually I did wear the Daedric helmet. Daedric helmet and Daedric gauntlets. I think for the shield, if I did run a shield, I ran with the, what was it called? Was it called Spellbreaker?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I always ran that one. Did
So,
you guys did you give back the skeleton key?
No.
No.
I never gave that shit back. Yeah, I can what? I can get. Oh yeah, I can get a new ability that I can only use once per day. No, no, thank you.
You know how many of those I have? You know how many of those I actually used?
Exactly. It's like,
Bro, you know how many of those don't stack on top of each other?
oh yeah, and that too. I was like, get that shit out of here.
That fucking key, bro.
You know how many of those, if I use one, it cancels out the...
It's so dumb. It'd be so much cooler if you can stack all that shit.
Dude, you know who fucking... You know who I wish was a bigger threat in the story?
Alduin.
Even though his fight was dog shit. Alduin's one of them. But Mirak was ass.
Damn.
The amount
Yeah,
of
he
shit
was
that he
ass.
talked just for me to hit him with one heavy attack and he died. I was like, no way, bro, you're ass.
He's like, and so the last Dragonborn meets the first at the summit of Apotheca. And then he just beat the shit out of him. And then the guy was saying shit like, I could have beat Alduin too if I came back.
Nah, dude. You know what's crazy? Are we not gonna talk about the offense of how I literally did all the potions, all the magic, all the range, all the everything to take down this bastard of a dragon, just for him to be like, hey, bro, I'm taking this right in front of your eyes.
Bro, you know what I hate? I hate how I like those guys came in to help me. Like, I didn't need help.
Yeah.
I didn't need help, bro.
He's like, bro, help him. Help
Yeah,
him.
like, exactly. I don't need your help.
I fucking destroyed Alduin. I was like, get your ass down. The entire time before it was just, get your ass down here, get your ass down here. Then I got the shout, and I was like, no, now your ass is down here. I'm gonna start kicking ass. And I think he took like 3 or 4 shots for my heavy attack, and I was like, dude, this two-handed is broken. I love this game.
I was like expecting it to be like Monster Hunter, like how he swing his tail and he try to kill me and shit. Like, he's just like every other damn dragon.
Bro,
Yeah, bro.
you could have did so much with him.
Yeah. Instead, they thought we needed help. They sent like 5 dudes in with us.
It was like, oh my god, you're the leader of the companions, thank god. And it's like, that's what I do. Oh my god, the leader of the Dark Brotherhood. And I was like, yep, that's what I do. The professor of the College of Winter, he's like, bro, what the fuck? You can't. You're loyal to nothing. How do you have everything?
Oh yeah, that is pretty interesting how like you can go with yeah, you're the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, the leader of Thieves Guild. You just end up as being the leader of everything. You're like the head master of the College of Winterhold.
This happens in Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim.
Yeah, this character, this sole character controls every single faction.
Maybe that's why they're okay with it. Maybe the reason why they're okay with it is because every 100 to 200 years, some random dude with no voice comes in and just takes over everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, might as well make me the Emperor.
You have more power over Skyrim than the Emperor.
Exactly, like...
Actually, in canon, like, the fucking hero of Morrowind, Champion of Cyrodiil, and the last Dragonborn combined could probably make several new emperors.
Bro, whenever I think of Morrowind, I think of,
destroy the Somerset Isles.
what's that one dude, like, the dude, he looks like an Aztec god. He's like, oh, Nevermore, or something.
Oh, I think he's like, isn't he the villain of Morrowind? I'm pretty sure.
The one where, like, I think, like, the meme was, like, they used, when AI broke out, like, what's it called? It was, like, the Vex City Pizza. It's like, the Vex City Pizza is better than Imperial City Pizza. That will completely warp my perception of Morrowind. The main villain of Morrowind is so fucking stupid now. Oh, Nevermore!
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, real talk. I don't know how old the average Elder Scrolls player is. I shit on Oblivion how it looks all the time without even playing it, which is my bad. But Morrowind looks like toy soldiers.
Morrowind looks like the first Half-Life. It looks
I refuse to believe that's 3D. That's not 3D animation. That's 2.5D. That is fucking horrible.
Oh.
Bro.
Okay, I know, I agree with you, but I feel like I can play Morrowind a lot better than original Oblivion. Because Oblivion just blinds my eyes.
Put the darkness down.
It doesn't help any. Then it's just hard to see in buildings.
Then turn it back up. Sorry,
Then I'm blind. Then I can't see anything. Like, I can see, but eventually it just gives me a headache.
Put some sunglasses on.
I tried that. They do work.
They do work. If only every copy of Oblivion was sold a pair of sunglasses.
They should.
It would be peak. It would be peak.
I would have finished the game. I would have finished the game.
Wait, well, what do you prefer, though? Do you prefer... Because I know, in 2009, Fallout 3 came out, and it's crazy how they went in, like, two different extremes.
Green.
They went bright, vibrant colors to dark, throw-up green and vomit brown.
I know your color element.
Yeah. I like green. I like green. I like
I
green.
fucking hate you, bro. I hate that. I fucking hate how colorless the world is.
I like green. But, okay, even though I kind of like the grayness in Skyrim a bit too. At least compared to the original Oblivion. But when I was watching the, what's it called? When I was watching the thing for Oblivion, I did actually want them to add in, like, not exactly make it bright, but, like, at least make, like, contrasting colors. Like, make it, like, vibrant. If it's vibrant, like, there's dark, and then, like, where it's supposed to be bright, it's bright, then I'm fine. Because I do have a slight problem, because, I played ESO, and, like, eventually...
You're hearing it here, folks. Skyrim Remake. Number 5 or 6 by this
point. I actually hope they don't remake Skyrim. I hope they don't remake Skyrim. Oh, there goes everything.
You wouldn't want a Skyrim remake with, like, new voices, some new animations.
I think Skyrim as it is, unless they like put in better textures, I think that's I think it's just
But what if they give it the Oblivion Remastered treatment?
Well, that's the thing. Like, bro, there goes everything. There goes. You know, like how many mods are gonna be like wiped from the face of the planet,
Yep.
and then you're gonna be playing
After this fucking Fallout.
Yeah, unless like there's like, what's it called? Unless there's like, it's just like a visual change or something. Then I guess, but like then again, because like, what's it called? They removed the old Skyrim, and now they only have the special edition. So I really doubt that.
Fucked a lot of things up.
Yeah, like we had like 1 billion mods, and now like we have like 2 billion. But again, like you're throwing all those mods away, and like I mean, I guess it's just modding, but like at the same time, you really want to re-release Skyrim again?
No. No.
You really want to re-release, and I think Skyrim looks pretty good still. I mean, it doesn't look the best.
I think in my personal opinion, right? I think it would be nice if Skyrim got the treatment one day. One day.
When I die.
However, give me the Fallout 3, give me the Fallout New Vegas, and give me some Morrowind
I can't
remakes.
agree with that.
Right now, bro.
I think the game's...
Fallout New Vegas.
Because if you were able to transform... If you were able to transform Oblivion into this, and you were able to get people talking about Oblivion in 2025, there's no excuse now for you not to bring back Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Morrowind. Those 3 games specifically.
Yeah, because they use like they got the same look and everything.
Yeah, you probably have to start off with 3 just because it's simpler. But it
so,
uses like basically the same thing than fucking New Vegas. It's the same system, but like added on. It wouldn't make sense to do New Vegas and then go back to 3.
Yeah.
The Morrowind remake would obviously be way more difficult than the Oblivion.
They would have to literally remake the entire game.
Yeah, they would have to actually do like genuine remake stuff. But I think like showcasing what they've done here, I mean, they got no reason not to.
I think they have to at this point. I think it's coming. I think they're just waiting.
From what leaks say, the Fallout 3 one is to happen at some point. Like it's on the way, kind of like the Oblivion announcement of the remaster started. Like, you know, the leaks and all that.
Yeah.
The Fallout 3 ones have started to become much more concrete, just like the Oblivion ones, so it seems like that one is indeed really is coming.
I'm gonna be a vampire again. I can't wait.
The question is, do they do Fallout New Vegas? Do they do the Morrowind?
I don't know about Morrowind.
I think they're gonna do the not Morrowind, the New Vegas, just because if they do New Vegas, it's already there.
I think they have to do that. I think
they already have the skeleton done because
the Fallout
they
games
use
have
the
to be
same
done.
system.
But I even argue if there's anything that needs to be done, I think the Morrowind game needs to happen.
I think that one needs to happen, but I think they're gonna go with the Fallout games first.
Yeah. No, that's a definite for sure. I'm just saying in general, that game needs to happen.
I think Morrowind will eventually happen, but when we're not, I don't know.
Cause that'll be the way they get me to play Morrowind.
Oh, never
mind. I'm sorry, bro. I cannot play that.
Yeah, I can't play that.
I can't take it seriously.
That thing looks Horrible.
Imagine something just walking up to you.
Like every time I've seen the final boss of Morrowind, I just can't help but fucking like die of
What am I
laughter.
looking at?
Cause I knew character creation was goofy, but I didn't know it was that goofy. You know what I mean?
That's true. My kids some unholy creations.
That looks like a
I knew
horror game
people.
now.
I knew people made dude. I was actually gonna say, Morrowind's villain Loki looks like some indie game, like a horror game, like
Bro,
villain.
look how creepy this is, sir. Let me put it in the chat. Look at them just running at you. Look at that. It's like a
What is
ghoul.
Who runs like that? I love how he just stops and hits some idle pose.
Something I do want to talk about with the Oblivion remaster that people aren't talking about yet is the issues.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for the issues.
Let's rip off those rose-tinted sunglasses. Because there are some issues here. I will say, unlike I feel most Bethesda-esque releases, I feel the issues here usually stem from more trends in the gaming industry, and I'm gonna have to be honest. This one's kind of a unique case because I can't tell if it's Unreal Engine that's causing the issue or if it's the fucking creation engine that's causing the issue. This game has some stuttering. It's not really like
Just how optimized.
it's not like it's not like you're stuttering often, you know what I mean? But like sometimes whenever you're entering or like leaving a town, you might notice some stutter in it like for a bit or like not a bit but like a second, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I like I said, I don't know. The stuttering isn't the worst. It's honestly, I think, the far most offensive thing I've encountered. Besides some bugs here and there that I can't tell are if they were original Oblivion bugs or new bugs from this odd blend that we have here. Like, for example, something I've encountered is in my journal tab. I'm sorry, I got into a fight. In my journal tab, I cannot press X to activate quests.
Oh.
It just doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah, it flat out does not work no matter what you do. So for me to make a quest active, I have to inspect the quest and press square. And I know it's not a problem with my X button because the X button works literally everywhere else in the game but there.
Damn. Well, I mean,
I don't know if this is an OG Oblivion issue or just a game release issue, but when you're on your horse, you cannot open and close gates.
you can't open gates?
No, if you wanted to like park your horse in the stable and open the
Oh, you have to
gate,
get off.
you have to get off or just hop over the fence.
I think it's like that in Skyrim.
So, is it? I don't think so, dude.
You can't really do anything when you're on your horse.
You're
No,
right, you
you
can't, but opening and closing a gate, you could.
You can open and close your gate. You can go into your menu. You can go into like your. You can do. You can switch magic. You can do a lot of things.
You know, I mean, you can do, yeah, like you can equip weapons on your horse, but you can't like interact with the world.
Interact with the world.
I guess. Yeah.
But I'm pretty positive the bare minimum you should be able to do is open close gate.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice if they added in.
I mean, something that also I haven't mentioned here is the possibility of Creation Club. It is a possibility.
Oh no, it's definitely it's coming.
I don't like Creation Club.
It's
I don't-
inevitable.
I don't. I don't know.
Because you already got the extra stuff from the deluxe edition.
Yeah, you're right, but they added that stuff in this quest. I mean, I guess Creation Club
stuff.
kind of.
Yeah, the Creation Club stuff
Yeah.
has quest too. It's just not as well done.
That's fair, I guess. I just don't really like Creation Club. I just feel like it's just a fucking cop out.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I mostly don't like it. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the content on it. And I don't like most of the content. I mean, like, select stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's just an egregious, horrible system.
Yeah,
Especially like with what is possible, like if they're already gonna go that far, right? Just make it free.
yeah.
I don't know. They're just gonna.
But then they wouldn't be able to make money off of it.
They want to be making money. They want to be making money. Just like all the other guys. So.
Shit, bro. I just this.
Damn, Zach, you've been pretty quiet this entire episode.
Yeah,
man.
I was. Thank you for saying it. You stole the words from my fucking mouth.
Wait, Zach's here?
Zach's been here the entire time, but he hasn't said anything.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I don't have any. I don't play these games. So.
You've never played Skyrim? You never played Oblivion?
I did, but I only played just with Brian, and after that, I barely remember anything.
I feel like this is gonna lead us to the. Actually,
This may lead us to a topic we frequently circle to.
so. I mean, I might as well bring up. Alright, so Zach, why don't you tell John your problem with Skyrim and Fallout?
I'm very
My
curious.
problem? Oh.
Yeah, like why don't you like the games?
Okay.
Well, it just rips off the band-aid. If I agree with you, I'll say, yeah, I fuck with that.
Well, I think I said because I couldn't handle reminding myself, like, why are you laughing?
I'm sorry. You said I couldn't handle it.
Hey man, I'm crazy. I mean, it's not me complaining.
I went to the end, and the fucking dragon was there, and then the store clerk's like, guys,
I
just
didn't
follow
get
me, and the
anywhere.
Imperial guys just follow me, and I was like, what do I do?
You couldn't handle it.
I had a problem with what's the word, like
I'm sorry.
carrying a I forget the term. Like when it came to like, okay, for Fallout, I'm gonna be honest, the problem I said was like when it came to ammo for the most part, and like always have a problem with like holding on to ammo and always like looking for ammo. I didn't really like that aspect of the game, even though it's constant every other game.
That's a valid complaint. I hate ammo.
But I think it's more prevalent in Fallout. I don't know why the way I look at it in Fallout, it feels like it's more prevalent. I don't know how to explain that. Besides,
No, it makes perfect sense. Because like with like a bow and arrow, if you're using it in like a fantasy setting or like an Elder Scrolls thing,
yeah.
even if you run out of good like arrows, you can default back to iron arrows and still have some sort of currency to keep shooting. in Fallout, if you don't have a very particular bullet for this very particular gun, you're just
gonna
fucked. You just can't use it.
yeah. Which I
And I
get.
don't
That's
understand
the
how people can do
point,
like
maybe.
certain
But
play styles.
yeah, I can't just switch. I can see how some people find that fun, like, but I don't. And
No, trust me, bro. As a
that
hoarder, I never go with a heavy weapons thing. It's so ass. Where
I
the
think
fuck
that's
is
why
everybody
it's yeah.
just pulls up with these 50 fusion cores and they're like, yeah, you can just play a game like this. I'm like, dude, but where's the return on investment? You're not making enough money to buy new
Now,
fusion
okay,
cores.
the Skyrim thing. I don't know if I have as much of a problem because we were playing modded and we were just going all out crazy. So I
It
didn't
wasn't
really have
even
to
that crazy
focus
though.
that much on. Well, I feel like it. If my problem with Fallout, if it was in Skyrim, I didn't feel it. At least to that extent. Because in that game, I didn't feel like holding stuff. That wasn't really an issue. Like I was able to go around and I was mostly just meleeing most things. So it wasn't really guns and that time. There wasn't.
So what was the problem with the Elder Scrolls game? You just couldn't get into it.
I think it was hard for me to get into it by myself. I only had fun when I was playing with someone, but playing that game by myself, it's just I don't find enjoyment.
But that's what
I
you
only
gotta
see
give
it as
somebody
like a
bro. You gotta
trying
get
to
into it, bro. You gotta get to like
find
a role.
RPG that the only RPG I enjoyed would be like Witcher 3 or that's probably it. It's so hard for me to find an RPG that I like.
But the freedom that
Maybe
Skyrim
I'm just very.
presents is like
I
crazy.
thought I would like. Yeah, no, I'm not the biggest fan.
You don't like RPGs then?
I thought I would because I play alone a lot, and I was like, oh, those are good. Or maybe I just like just
I don't know. I
not
remember him
RPGs, but
saying he like open world games.
I
So
do. It's weird.
But it's the
And
best.
there's
It's like
Skyrim,
that
of course.
world because you get the open world access, and since it's a role playing game, motherfucker, you are a person in this world. Role play.
It could be because I realized maybe I just don't like role playing.
So
I
you don't
thought I
like
did.
RPGs.
I thought I did for the longest time because I'm like, oh, you can play them by yourselves, but that's just so single player. And single player is technically separate from just RPG. And I'm like, oh, I got them confused.
Not
bro, I
every
don't
single
even
player
role play
game
half
is
the
an
time. I just
RPG.
level up.
But like,
I'm trying, let me think. I still love open world type games, but yeah, the Bethesda stuff is just not my thing.
use like a cookie cutter experience. Like the guy's already there. You don't have to think about it. You just be mowing people down. Like a Mercenaries 2 experience.
Or yeah, I mean, I was just playing that the other day, but it's hard to play it on PC. That you can't do the mods. You can't for some reason. The ones that were on console.
I feel like there's so much to explore though. Like that's the thing. Like I don't understand how you can be uninterested in it. There's the main quest line, 1,000 different side quests. There's fucking the guild quests that you can do. There's the follower system. There's like the fucking obviously the fact that you can go into different quests. You can go and visit different dungeons.
I like that genre, but I don't know. It's just something about that game is not as appealing as I would have hoped. But
What other
like I
games
said,
of like the role
playing
playing
with
genre
someone,
do you like other than like The Witcher?
well, let me look at my Steam.
It's not. I don't know. It's like when I
See
think
if
of
I
an
can
RPG, I don't even think about the role playing that much. It's more like just I level up and I just build something out of nothing.
Yeah, it's more the feel of the
there's an
RPG.
aspect.
I mean,
I
yeah,
like
there's an
the
aspect of
feel
that,
because
but
like
Oh, I do RPGs heavily for that. I love going in and figuring out who I am.
I like that too. But like again, like it's not the first thing. Like when I think of RPG, it's not the role. Strangely enough, it's not the role. I'm just like prepared to
What you
like.
talking about? What you talking about?
I like playing as the
What do you mean by that?
Dragonborn, but when you think about RPGs, you think about leveling up and then putting your skills in like this, in like strength or this and that, or like getting these skills, or like getting this weapon and like getting a better weapon after that. That's what I think when I think of RPG, or like some sort of progression rather than just a roll. Because like if I'm thinking about roll, that's like every game.
They don't do that for me. I like the idea of starting in from a blank state and then building that and then like discovering where I am. But I also like making builds and specking into certain things and getting that cool new sword that can do a lot of damage and see how much I melt the competition and feeling like a hero.
Well, I like that too, but like again, like that's just like every game though.
Eh.
Like for example,
I like Steam says.
I don't know, like
What you saying?
I don't know, like by that. Okay, is it an RPG specifically if you don't know who you are?
Not really, because
Well, I mean that's the
RPG
thing,
has
is like
become broader. It's become broader by
Well,
nature of just like
well,
this is the idea of
I
role-playing.
was gonna
prefer an
say,
actual character.
I was gonna say the concept of a lot of genres, I was gonna say, have almost lost their original meaning. Because back in the day, I would say that the genre has a more defined thing, but now the RPG genre, you can find elements of the RPG genre in so many different genres now.
yeah.
Because like take something like Final Fantasy,
count
like
for
that's an
an
RPG.
That's like the original RPG, yeah.
But like there's no aspect of like there's still like yeah you're leveling up, finding weapons
Yeah,
and
it's
shit,
an
and like
RPG,
gearing
yeah.
up, but like there's no like the role is different, right?
Well, in a sense, if you talk about the original aspect of like an RPG, it still fits that thing because you're still playing that role. You're still going in and you're playing this character. It's just he has a predefined role already. There's a little bit loose interpretation for you, but then you can level up and progress in that.
So what
Whereas it
about
eventually evolved to just be, especially in like a From Software type of way, you have that role. You have the power to make everything. You have these small specifications of like, oh, you are the Dragonborn, for instance. You have the ability to do this,
You
this,
are
this,
the
this.
Ashen One.
Yes, you are the Ashen One. That's another aspect. But they don't go too crazy into your past.
yeah? But my point is like when is an RPG and when is it just a single player game or like a story driven single player game?
I was gonna use armies too, but then that completely contradicts the one person.
That's the thing, like
I was like, oh, would you?
I get the
I guess
role
something
thing.
like fucking.
And there's games where like all you do is just play a role. There's no other mechanic to it. But like
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But there's a unique presence when it comes to like that brand of RPG of just like, okay, we're here. I can make this brand new guy, and I can just breathe life into him.
yeah, there's all this freedom to be whatever you want and think of whatever you want. Yeah,
Which is crazy because there's
yeah.
first-person like games, like adventure games that are like open world but aren't RPGs.
Yeah.
What is a game like that? Like Borderlands or some shit.
Like
Yeah.
Borderlands
I
is
hate
an RPG.
count
Borderlands.
Borderlands as an RPG.
I don't know. Borderlands is an RPG. I guess, yeah. It's been so long. I haven't played Borderlands in forever.
Borderlands is an MMORPG.
You want to play?
I hate Borderlands.
I can't play Borderlands. I played Borderlands 3 a little bit, but
I can't find someone who actually.
actually wait, okay, wait. Okay, let's bring it. Okay, so Zach gave like he gave like 3 different answers when he said why he didn't like Fallout. And one of them was, well, he gave you a slightly different answer. What he said to us was he didn't like running out of ammo.
I don't like running out of ammo.
No, but like then he started saying that like he just doesn't like running out of ammo in games in general. And then it started ballooning from just running out of ammo in Fallout to just running out of ammo in general.
Okay. It's a survival game too. Like it's post-apocalypse.
Yeah, I'm not.
You got a
Maybe
ration,
that's
bro.
why I just don't care for the survival aspect of it.
I mean, there's not a lot. It's not really a survival game. It's just like post-apocalyptic. You're not gonna find crazy amounts of ammo. It's just if you want to play a certain play style, you're not always gonna be able to do that if you want to be like a heavy weapons expert and shit like that. But like, I mean, that's part of playing Fallout, managing.
Well, actually, that's another
Yeah,
thing too. He
I
said he
like
did.
managing.
I mean, I kind of understood it too, but then like it really just evolved from there. Cause like he said, he just didn't like
I
he didn't like
I don't feel as strongly with
he
what I
didn't
said.
like
That's
picking
'cause I
stuff
stopped
up.
playing the game.
You don't like picking shit up.
He didn't like
Oh
having
yeah,
an inventory
I don't like
thing
the nature of monotonous. And
because he kept on picking up everything,
And then he would run out of.
and then he'd run out of space
Put down the
because
teddy
he'd
bear
pick up
then.
everything.
Yeah, and then I would just throw away everything.
No, don't do that. Just throw away the teddy bear and all the useless miscellaneous junk. It's literally formatted in a thing called junk.
No, I
Throw
know
away
it's
the
useless,
junk.
but I hate
No, what do you mean no?
Well,
that's a word. I'm
there
allowed to
is
say it.
only
I
one
hate the
issue.
idea. What?
There is only one issue that I have with the junk folder in that if I'm not mistaken, in Fallout 3, whenever you're crafting, you actually use your junk for crafting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do that in Fallout 4 too.
Crafting. I know a lot of people that didn't use crafting though.
So is it junk?
For me, it's junk because I don't use that shit. That's just useless.
I
Teddy bear.
don't feel like picking stuff up.
For a simple person that just wants to go through the game like myself and Zach, you can just throw out all the junk and just keep playing.
Yeah.
If you want to get into the nitty gritty, you can get
I
into the
understand.
crafting
It's
and
not.
shit like that.
I don't feel. I'm not as strongly towards that statement, but it's still there. It's just.
The thing is, not liking running out of ammo, I don't think that's a big enough reason to just kind of an entire.
It's more about that
franchise.
you always have to. You always have to at least maybe just in the early game, you have to care about, reserving / just know how to shoot.
Resource management.
Know how to shoot.
Yeah, that's a
Well, I
word.
mean, I told him why don't you just use like
I like
another
this.
weapon.
Well,
You can vary that. That's also like
Yeah,
they give you
sure.
melee weapons, so you can do Fallout and you can do
yeah, I
Skyrim.
know, but I get nowhere with the melee. I die over and over.
Putting points into your endurance.
Oh, it's in. I thought it was just there wasn't enough damage. I die so quick because they shoot quicker than my blade hitting them.
Bro, what the fuck?
In
Nah, I'm sorry, but you can play all Fallouts entirely melee only.
You can, yeah.
Well,
There's entire builds for that.
Optima,
yeah, but I don't.
it's a whole dedicated playstyle.
I don't know, bro. I feel like just running out of ammo is just. I don't think that's a good enough excuse.
It's not really excuses. I just don't care for the games.
Because of that? But like,
No,
you haven't even given
I
me
don't
anything
know.
of like, oh yeah, I didn't like the story.
I haven't played
Didn't
long
really like
enough
some of
to
the
really.
mechanics.
I don't have a better response. I haven't
So
played
you
long enough.
blasted every fucking rad roach you saw in like the vault. Got out.
No, I usually run through everything, or I take my time and shoot what's hitting me. But then I get bored playing the game. There's like some parts that interest me, like the actual storylines, like that keeps me intrigued. But the gameplay, I'm bored. But that could just be me.
I mean, I can understand it if you play it like like an actual first-person shooter.
That's probably why. If I see a gun, I don't like thinking how this game wants me to think. like I don't want to optimize. I don't want to have a backpack. What's the point? What's the... To be honest, it's probably because I never played Fallout or Skyrim and all that as a kid. Those type of games. I just grown up with no sense of customization or you know, just borderline.
Bro doesn't
Probably
know how to
everything I
think
like
logically.
I don't like thinking in my games. Takes me out of it. I'm like,
Takes you out of it.
yes, because the moment I have to like care about paying attention about my weapons or my
It's really gonna care. What do you mean, bro?
I don't know.
But you're the wanderer. You're supposed to go around places.
Yeah,
You're
but
supposed to explore.
That boar's
You have a
looking
whole
up.
open map. The point of you is to go places, survive, discover what do you
I don't
mean?
care about any of that.
You pulled up,
I
got
don't
some
care about
roaches, and then dipped, and said, I ran out of ammo, fuck this game.
I'll tell you what though,
did.
he'd make for the most politically correct adventurer ever. He'd pull up to the new world, he'd be like, oh, alright, we could go home guys, wrap it up.
Like, I just don't. Like, I can understand, like, that's a critique that you have with, like, that style of
It's
game.
the
But, like,
genre,
I don't like
think.
that.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
It's gotta be the genre, bro. You don't like RPG games.
I haven't played enough RPG, but I
Well,
like
so
The
that he
Witcher.
played
but
The
that's nothing
Witcher.
like-
He played The Witcher, and he's played all
Yeah, I
these
don't
other
love The
games.
Witcher, bro.
The
I don't
Witcher,
remember having to
The Witcher,
deal with that.
you had to play on the easiest difficulty. There's no way in hell.
I don't remember.
There's resource management in The Witcher, though.
Yeah,
Because
but it's
The
not
Witcher
There's
3,
resource
and
management in Warframe. That game
I'm
is
telling
I don't have
this.
to care about it. I don't have to care about my
Dude,
resources.
this is literally how it
Wanna
went down
get
last
to it?
time. I'm telling you, this is exactly.
No,
I brought
right.
up Warframe as he brought up resource management. I brought up Warframe, and he's like,
It's
"It's
not
not
really
resource management
fair.
in Warframe."
It's not resource management.
Like
It's
Like
not
in
the
The
same
Witcher
thing.
3, there's no way. There's no way, I'm telling you, there's no way in hell that you did not play that game on the easiest difficulty. Cause I'm pretty sure when we had that conversation, I was also
probably did.
I was revisiting the game. Which there's no shame. There's no shame in that.
I mean, I was there
But-
just for the story.
But if
I'm sorry, you can make your point. I'm tweaking out right now. It's just the middle shit in between. He's like, I like the story. It's just the stuff that you have to do in between the story.
It's just like the
like no
game.
shit.
It's like
no
the game.
shit.
Maybe I'm just not a gamer. I don't know. My life's falling apart.
I like eating food, but the meal prep is no shit.
I mean, I would say that, but I don't know how to make food, so I don't know.
I like all the good parts in life. All the fillers fucking That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Can't even
Yeah,
play
it
that.
does.
He watches
That
film.
makes 100%.
He watches film.
gotta-
He just
you
doesn't
gotta-
like
you
film
gotta-
and anything else.
you gotta get to the fill to get to the good.
I do like
It's like, guys, I need to go to work. Can I skip this cutscene? Like, what do you mean? Where's the skip button?
I don't want to drive. I don't want to walk there. Can I just
You would
be
be
there?
Tesla's #1 fan. Drive me there now.
Those are, yeah.
I apologize. You
reinvent
keep
myself.
talking to Vlad. I just started, I don't know, bro. This ain't it.
You were on my side for
This
two
went from I
seconds.
don't like Fallout, so I don't like RPGs, to I don't like games.
That's every conversation.
He was on your side because you gave him a completely different argument than
Oh,
last time.
it was true what I said.
Like, I understand that first point about following the anime because I also feel frustration about that, but the fuck out. After that, you just went crazy, dude.
That's the thing. I was on his side too, because I thought he meant the inventory management. I was like, oh yeah, I guess if you carry up like all this armor, if you're planning on using it later, yeah, I can see how it's a hassle. I ran into that too. But then he literally said, I just don't like running out of ammo, and I was like, what do you mean by that? You run out of ammo in every game.
It was ammo, that's all.
So,
No, not every other game I never felt like that.
So you're telling me if you got like an unlimited ammo mod, you'd beat the game?
Yeah, I would beat it in like a day.
No fucking shit. No.
Let me tell you something, dumbass.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe I should.
Let me tell you something.
I don't even know about the story yet. But...
No. Do me a favor. Boot up
Yeah.
any Bethesda game. I want you to hit the little squiggly. I want you to hit the little squiggly line on your keyboard, right? And I want you to type it. And I want you to type in these magical words.
Oh no.
QA smoke. Thank me later.
Well, you can now play the game, Zach. You can play the games.
Let's go.
You
There's
won't
a
be getting
thing
the full
that
experience
might
as the
not
rest
be-
of us.
By simply doing the thing that all of us probably have done at some point or another, opened the console and gone into the dev room and literally grabbed the pseudo infinite ammo.
Dude, literally, even in the I do complain all the time about like, man, there are playstyles that are kind of bad because if you're playing it like throughout, you can't really be like a heavy weapon specialist. But then you could also just like duplicate ammo and then just bam.
I
The
like
thing is
how
solved.
we're bringing up the console commands and using cheats to play the game regularly just to get.
If you want this specific experience, if you truly can't do it without like you can't experience it without constantly running out of ammo, then why
Yeah,
not let
yeah.
him walk into Diamond City with 500 mini nukes and just start going crazy?
Oh, that's
It's honestly quite the disparity of how it's like, oh yeah, you could play the game normally, you could craft ammo, you could go into like the economy, you could
Yeah,
do a lot of
I hope
things,
you know-
or you could just go into the console, you could duplicate, and then suddenly become the most powerful person to ever exist in all of everything ever.
Yeah,
As
but
long as you're playing the game at this point, because I remember I was talking to one of you, I can't remember which one it was, when they were talking about, can you even play a game wrong? And I think it's kind of it came to the end of it, it was just like, bro, as long as you're playing the game and you're having a good time, bro, just do it.
I get that, and I think he should go for it. But you gotta realize when we're talking about Fallout now, when we're comparing experiences, all of us are playing Fallout, and he's playing Call of Duty Fallout Warfare. He's literally going into New Vegas and shooting the place up while we have to sneak around. He literally could just shoot everybody up,
Most
and steal
people-
their stuff and sell their stuff while we have to deal with money.
Quote unquote, I'm pulling this quote unquote right from the game, quote unquote. Most people could probably get in a handgun. You could probably get an Tommy gun.
Alright, yeah, you're right. Play anyway, I guess. They do tell you to do that.
Yeah, you could literally just go into the console, you could duplicate. Oh, it's a Bethesda game, so it's infamously broken, and they're not going to patch these bugs. They've been in there forever.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And that's the joy. That's the joy of playing the Bethesda open world experience.
I love Bethesda games.
No. I like Bethesda Elder Scrolls single player experiences, and I like Bethesda's single player Fallout experiences exclusive.
What else is there? ESO Online, Fallout
ESO.
76.
Bethesda, that's ZeniMax, I think.
The sci-fi one, I can't even remember the name.
Starfield.
Starfield.
Actually, I will never play that game. I will never play that game. That game just looks
It's crazy
boring.
too because one of like my most followed like channels that I like frequently watch is Fudge Muppet, and they do a lot of stuff with like Creation Club mods that you can download and just like experiences to like further it, or like ways to further your experience in those games. And they've done it for Skyrim, they've done it for Oblivion, they did it for Fallout New Vegas, and they did it for Fallout 4. And even in 76 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like the second Starfield came out, they supported it for like 3 months, and then they just fell off of it. And I was like, damn, this must really reflect how these people who scrapped the bottom of the barrel for 8 years on these games, they played Starfield for like 3 months and was like, yeah, this game is dead.
Yeah,
They're not even wrong.
all the
The modding
mod.
community for Starfield is gone.
Yeah, they outright said this game sucks.
Like, dude, this
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of crazy too because it really has become the thing. It was the thing for like Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, where because the game's engine is pretty much just a hollow shell of nothing, those games are pretty easy to mod. And the modding community really made Bethesda's open world experiences what they are. So it's kind of crazy to see that what was like their biggest, their biggest product, even the modding community was like, yeah, wow.
Yeah,
It takes a lot for you to get your modders to say, fuck this. This game is ass. That's horrible.
I remember they said something like, "This game is using tech that that just doesn't exist or didn't exist at the time of like them making the game." So like, I was like, "Oh, this must be a pretty big deal." But
Yeah,
like,
like 2012.
I was like, "What? This is literally just Fallout 4 in space."
Literally. That shit's... Thankfully, I never purchased it.
And what's crazy is even after all these years, Fallout 4 is still the better game.
Oh
It
yeah.
is. The perk system, the modding capabilities, the storyline, the gameplay, all of it just culminates in a better game. I didn't think that shit looks better. I even think that shit looks better.
I might go my whole life never playing
Playing what?
That's good. That's good.
it. Four. I
Don't
played
touch that
Shelter.
shit.
No, he said he's not playing Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Oh. Why?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, bro.
Play
Forget.
Okay. Let me clarify this. So you said you'll never play it, and then you immediately followed up with I don't know.
Well, no, I just mean I don't see myself playing it.
Bro. Nothing beats going into Fallout 4, loading up some Nexus mods, and then pulling up to Paladin Dance with a honey badger and mowing him down.
No. You're wrong. You're just wrong. Actually wrong.
Of course.
Because you need all of what you said and some fat ass parrot tits on it.
That's crazy, bro. Pairs of tits on my gun. Let's...
Like a fat, I mean, a 4K skin texture, humongoladungo pair of jugs.
That too.
I mean, whatever your sister fancies that.
I didn't say that.
Whatever you're into, man. Just get the game done.
That doesn't cause me to change my opinion.
Yeah, bro. They're such monumentally, like, important games.
That's what
I
I'm
did.
saying.
I honestly, I'd even disagree. I was gonna say there's definitely been some people who've seen a Skyrim mod and been like, "Hey, just for the woman on the big tits in the cover, I gotta play this game now."
I can see that too, bro. Hey, bro. It is what it is.
Matter of fact, I think that's the entire marketing strategy of GTA.
But I can shoot homeless people in GTA. It's fine. Ooh, someone's clicking. Someone's clicking.
Oh.
I was doing something else.
Whoa.
Oh, dude, you were
What do you mean by that?
No, I was writing an email to my dad. I was writing.
Your father cannot help you here, son.
Father, I need help. Is there any reason why I can't play Fallout right now? Would you recommend it?
He liked the show, but
Wait, did you watch the show?
no,
I like the show.
never watched an episode.
I forgot, what was your opinion on the show again, Bryce?
I liked it. I think it's the best video game show movie thing ever.
Okay, so we were on a very similar thing. I forgot we were what our opinions on it. We haven't talked about it.
Is someone playing Modern Warfare?
I'm playing
No,
AC
dude.
Brotherhood.
I keep hearing like do. I'm like,
There's a mower outside of my house.
It reminds me of the
That's fucking PTSD from a lot of boys.
Nah, bro. I was thinking of this fucking map. The fucking airport map in
Terminal?
Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Yeah, Terminal. I was thinking of Terminal when they fucking flip the signs in the airport.
Oh, do.
They all switch to like delayed or whatever.
Yeah.
Or cancelled.
Holy shit.
No, it's just a blower, or whatever it's called.
Yo, Glenn, are you excited for this Saturday?
I am.
Bro, I'm so excited.
Saturday, the ultimate showdown.
This Saturday we are gonna go see the anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
Episode 3?
Oh.
Man, bro, I'm so excited. It's been so long. And despite my love of Star Wars,
It's crazy how we're at least I don't know about you. I'm going there just to see the final fight.
yeah,
I care more about the lead up than the actual final fight.
that might be the worst opinion I've heard in a while.
The final fight to me is not the best part of that movie.
What? What do you mean?
What?
I mean, I liked it in Lego Star Wars, but
What are you talking about?
like it's iconic, but
I did not
it's
anticipate
not my
this.
favorite part.
This is the most pick me opinion I've ever heard.
I like episode.
Are you
1
trying to be a
better.
contrarian on purpose or something? Do you even believe that?
I don't think this motherfucker truly believes that.
That's not the best part of the
terrible
movie.
take. That is a terrible.
Yeah,
Okay, you know what is the best part?
What is?
It's not that.
I never thought about it.
Well, so you had that on speed dial, but you didn't even think. So what?
No, but I knew that part is not why I like the movie, though. It like I like the lead up of him.
Well, that part is why you don't like the movie, but that doesn't mean it's not the best part of the movie.
Every other part of the movie, I think, is up there or even better.
You think
That fight is not everything to me, so I don't know.
It's the fucking. It is literally the ending.
it's the best
It is what
fight?
everything is building up to.
It is the best
Not even
fight
just the
in
past
all of
3
Star
movies.
Wars.
But all 6 of them.
Episode 1's better.
All 6 of them. I fucking hate you. What do you
You hate me,
mean?
but I like it more. I like Duel of the Fates more.
Why you like it? Because it's 2 lightsabers. You got 2 lightsabers on each side.
I mean, that's cool too, right?
I think the only way you can say that Duel of the Fates is better is if you appreciate choreography.
Oh, fucking it. Episode 3 had amazing choreography.
I think episode 3 is my personal. I think episode 3 is the best. But I have to say Duel of the Fates is
I
pretty
like the
close.
fight though. The actual, it's more.
And the music just complements it so well. But I just don't understand what is the best part in Revenge of the Sith if it's not the final fight?
You can say that fucking episode 3 isn't the best out of the trilogy. It's wrong.
Fair.
But you can say it. But like, if you're not watching it for the end fight, when literally it's
The best part,
Duel of the Fates, bro. Everything happened, and it's all because of this moment that everything changed.
I think I do like when he first like truly changes with the Mace Windu scene. I like that scene a lot more.
What? Well, the one
scene
where like
with
he
the
cuts
whole
off his arm.
scene. Yeah, that whole scene from beginning to end, from like when they get into the room, they kill the Jedi, which sucks because Kit Fisto was there.
Do you like that entire
And I
thing
love-
better than the entire final battle?
I think I do, because it has more.
But that wasn't even like the real turning point, because at that point he just made an impulsive decision, but he was like, what have I done? But it wasn't fully cemented until after that scene, when he fucking went in and did.
Yeah, but I feel like there was no turning back after that, even if he thought. I feel like it was like 50.
Probably could. If he could have just turned that motherfucker in.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally called him Darth Vader right there. He called him. There wasn't. I mean, he could walk away from that, I guess. But
what do you like about it? That's what's
so good
about
about it, though.
What's so good about it? I liked the. Because I feel like that moment compared to the. I mean, the fight does the same thing about Anakin, where, you know, it all leads to like a boiling point where he truly has to decide. Actually, I don't know. Do you consider that he actually decided for himself, or was it just brainwashed the whole time into turning?
I think he decided for himself, like in that impulsive moment.
Sometimes when I watch that scene, I have both opinions. Where like like the Emperor like is sowing seeds, of course, but it's either like, I guess for him, it's like it shows like even Anakin, the quote unquote chosen one, like for himself can even break, and just like what Obi-Wan says. So I'm not saying that fight is bad. It probably is the most important thing because of the actual. Well, what the
Those
fight.
two things can be true at the same time. Like, he definitely gaslights him,
when
but
I
that was
say
definitely his
sorry, let me
decision.
rephrase it. I don't care for the actual like. The fight itself to me isn't like the greatest thing, but the actual like every aspect of what that fight details of between Anakin and Obi and the whole plot and what it got to that point. I like the meaning behind it more than the actual.
So it's
So you
not
like the final fight the best?
Yes,
So
I
it's
still
Wait,
no.
what?
I still like what the fight
So-
meant more than the
so
actual.
you don't so you like the story behind the fight. You don't like the
Yes.
actual fight.
Yeah, the
like
fight itself.
choreography.
To me, yeah, I didn't care that much. Like looking back, I'm like, it's a fun fight, but the actual story elements of what this fight entails matter to me 10 times more than what I'm looking at. Compared to like episode 1, where it was a true mix of like an amazing fight, and also, even if you don't know Qui-Gon that much, like the aspect of like it feels, that one for me felt more emotional. Actually, that one felt more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a Qui-Gon defender.
I don't even think I guess I could see why people dislike him.
I don't even know this shit going on about Qui-Gon.
I don't dislike him. I just think
Well, because some people look at him like
out of a Qui-Gon fan, you're Farshiba King.
I'm not even a fan of his, but I like his character, but I wouldn't like
What's bad about Qui-Gon?
defend him. I think people. I don't believe this, but I guess people consider him like every step of the way. He was like some people think he's just going rogue the whole time, and that he wouldn't follow orders, and that type of characteristic just like people didn't like. But I don't know. if it's true.
I don't have anything against Qui-Gon. I just
Besides that, I don't know
not
what
many people like Qui-Gon.
he is a somewhat. I don't know, somewhat maybe more disliked than other.
What people don't like Qui-Gon?
That's what I'm like.
Well, I can't pick a person, but I know that like when you look online, like I don't see a lot of Qui-Gon fans.
Well, I mean, I know
Qui-Gon by himself. I've never seen anybody that outright hates Qui-Gon though.
That's the thing. I know Qui-Gon's a character, but I just don't know. Like, I'll be honest, like I like Qui-Gon, but like I don't know enough about him for him to be like like next to Anakin or Obi-Wan.
I love Qui-Gon. I feel like Qui-Gon's philosophy, if like it went in like the original direction of like his destiny, and he didn't die, We definitely have an Anakin that was for the light.
Oh yeah, I know the importance of it, but like I just
Like
I
his
never.
importance, his philosophy, his
You
everything.
mean like his
Right?
character arc? He had none because
I just
The
never
main
heard
argument
anyone
for like the
disliking
Grey Jedi's
Qui-Gon.
existence is Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon's a shit. And I don't understand why him dying at the end of that fight is more emotional than Anakin spending 3 movies building up to a point, betraying everyone he loves, and
For
then
3 movies, his
killing his
entire
brother.
life.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how that's more emotional than what Anakin just had to do there, and Obi-Wan having to deal with the ramifications of killing his brother until Obi-Wan.
I think I just like the storyline of when you see your master die before you, that type of storyline. I just favor more.
Okay. I don't
But
really
then
know how
again,
to...
I will say that's the only part of episode 1 I actually like. I mean,
Bruh.
majority of it I do fall asleep.
Bruh.
God raising.
No, because episode 3 is still my favorite Star Wars, but
Bruh.
Wait, didn't you just said earlier that you liked all of episode 1?
no, I didn't say that. I said I liked. I was just talking about the fight.
Oh.
No, episode 1 is. I might like it more than 2. It's hard. It's like a 50-50. They're both.
I think 2 is just really hard to like.
2 is
I only like the ending of 2.
That's the problem. All these things culminate in a badass, crazy fight scene.
That's
So, like, it's cute, but, like, if
Yes.
you watch all of 2, you're like, okay, this motherfucker just tried to commit genocide. Almost
Yeah.
did. And now we gotta feel bad for him?
I just like when the clones show up and fighting starts.
Bro, they were attacking, bro. They definitely attacked.
The attack of the clones.
Yeah, but they attacked alright.
In those last 15 minutes, bro, they was attacking. That shit's crazy.
I should rewatch them. I don't know if I like them as much as I used to.
Dude, that Maul certainly is a menace.
He has a new show coming.
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
Shut up, bro. So corny.
Dude, I so love when my Avengers assemble.
Oh,
You're I hate the Fallout New Vegas format. I hope this doesn't be fallout between this. Fallout New Vegas.
Oh.
Da, da, da.
Oh my god.
Well, you spin. I hope this doesn't lead to any fallout between us.
Fallout New Vegas. Oh.
That's awesome. I don't know if we're gonna be getting any like unique merch from that. Did you want to watch that? Like, where'd you want to watch that? Like, immediately. I was like, I'm not going to work that day.
Yeah, people have been trying to get me to schedule, and I'm like,
I ain't doing that.
Are you going in the morning or afternoon?
I actually don't know. I have an entire day off,
yeah, I have the entire day off, so,
so I should probably let me look at it actually. Now that you mention it, I just knew we were going on Saturday.
yeah, that's pretty much been the plan.
Man, it's been 20 years of that movie. That's crazy.
Yeah, they did 20 years for They did the 20-year anniversary for the first 2 movies, but like I didn't see them in.
I don't remember Attack. I remember Phantom
I'm gonna be
Menace
flat
was
out, I
bad.
didn't care enough.
Yeah, I wanted to see them, but at the same time, I was like,
I'm gonna wait for number 3.
yeah, I'm gonna wait for when it matters.
Have you ever watched the anniversary movie in the theater?
They have fucking 6 movies there, though. Or no, wait. They have 7 times. They have 11:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m., 2:50 p.m., 4, 6:30, 7:30, and 9:50.
We could hit the 12, I think.
You can do that. The 1231.
Yeah.
Fire, bro.
Have you ever seen an anniversary in the theater?
Like, this would be my first one, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't really go out and watch anniversary things. This is the only reason I didn't want to do this is like, this is the only movie in the Star Wars franchise outside of Attack of the Clones, but that's dog shit, that I could have watched, but I just didn't because I was 7 years old. Or like 6 years old when it came out.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it.
Because the only thing I saw was Alien Anniversary, and that was the most fascinating movie to watch in the theater.
The only thing I was gonna maybe do was the Interstellar anniversary, but
That was last year or earlier.
yeah, that came out around my birthday, if I'm not mistaken. I was gonna watch it, but something came up.
I never watched Interstellar.
I've seen it. It's
I feel
alright.
like it's overhyped.
Yeah.
I never watched that. Never watched Tenet.
I like the.
I like Tenet.
I've never
Tenet's
seen
That's the
Tenet.
most confusing movie.
I like Tenet.
I
It was
like
good.
I like that dude's movies. Period. They're all my
Christopher
favorite. They're all my favorite.
Tenet I watched the first time with my mother. And then I think she rubbed off on me because I was like, yeah, this movie sucks dick. But then I watched it again, and I was like,
Hey, nah.
I think after not hearing all the negative comments and actually watching the movie, this is actually kind of fire.
Yeah.
Nah, that motherfucker knows how to make bangers.
He do be knowing how to make bangers.
Exclusively, he makes banger.
I will say he had one movie that was okay. It was
Here we
that
go.
war movie. He had that war movie that came out a couple years back.
Dunkirk.
Yes, I watched that and
Bro.
I was like,
Never seen Dunkirk.
it was it wasn't boring. It was just a lot of flying and people moving, and it just felt like a documentary instead of like a movie.
Oh, so you mean it felt like a war movie?
I think it's just weak. Like not a lot happened, which I get because like it's all focused on the one
It's a
story.
war.
The one battle, you know? Yeah. Uh-huh.
What was that battle
Did you
called
watch
again?
it?
It's something like Kirk of the Duns.
Some shit like that, yeah.
Battle of
Yeah.
Dunkirk.
Weird how they only
Donuts?
focused on...
Never mind.
Weird only they only
No,
focused
but
on...
like not a lot happened. It's just boring. Just a lot of planes flying. I'm like, yeah, I can do that any other time on YouTube. I'm here to watch a movie.
Yeah, I can do that on any time on YouTube.
Hey, all I'm saying is that's the only movie where I don't think it was his best.
I hate because like your way of like insulting something or like critiquing it
I'm
isn't
not
by looking at
insulting.
something as a whole. It's by taking like very specific parts of it in isolation. You can do the same thing for everything. Bro, I had Fallout, bro. Yeah, I was shooting ramrods, right? And I was just out of ammo. Like, is this the Fallout experience?
That's what I thought.
It's just everything's in isolation. I'm like, yeah,
I'm
there's
sorry,
shit.
I tried to pinpoint why he didn't finish Skyrim. I just wasn't able to get anywhere.
Oh, we just stopped playing. That's all.
Fucking, I've got like
it's a
an
single
assembled
player
car
game.
and then bring it back to a
I know,
two-dimensional
but we only
piece. No
played-
shit.
Oh, fuck.
I told you to play it like 100 times,
Yeah, I
and
didn't
you
feel
just
like
never
playing
finished.
it by myself. I wasn't that invested enough to play by myself.
Oh, but you're invested in something like Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I would.
Bro, and you say that excitedly. Like,
Yeah,
That's
'cause I
what
like
pisses
Assassin's
me off so much.
I haven't played it yet, but
I really, really like mediocrity. I don't know what it is.
Bro, I told him, so we all have the Master Chief Collection, right? I told him to just play the games, and he watches the show!
it was on.
And the worst part is, he watched the show before playing the games.
I watched it with my dad. Okay.
So now
Like, yo, that weird shit was crazy.
instead of basing the stuff in the show on the games, he bases the stuff in the games on the show.
Man, why do you care so much?
Because you're butchering
Yeah,
my
Brian,
media,
why do you
bro.
care so much,
I
bro?
care about
Send
it
me
because
the Halo
it's
spirit.
people like you who's gonna dilute all of the good stuff in the world, man. They're diluting things.
Did you hear the Acolyte? I think season 2.
I hope I get killed, bro.
Editing.
I can't
He
live on
immediately
this planet
followed.
anymore.
He immediately followed up with the most mediocre.
How are you gonna bring up? You see
I was
this?
thinking
I'm
about
telling
it.
you, bro. I'm
was
telling you, that
thinking
motherfucker thrives off of mediocrity.
I don't.
Bro, that thing
I'm
was
not.
just bad. It was just bad. It wasn't mediocre. It's just bad.
There's parts that were good. The fighting.
Stop. Okay, the fighting
Yeah,
is
you
okay.
agree.
The fighting is okay, but it's not. It's not compared. You can't compare it to. It's better than the new Star Wars movies. Okay, it's better than like the sequels, but it's nothing like the originals.
Obiani.
Yeah, nothing. Unfortunately, nothing will ever touch the the Battle of Heroes. Nothing will ever be on par with that ever again. I'm not even like over exaggerating. It's like they just won't make anything that good.
The Duel of Fates, bro.
Duel of Fates, like I don't know, they'll just never. But is that Acolyte thing real, or are you just saying that just to piss me off?
I saw like an article,
That's not real.
but I don't know if it's true.
It can't be real.
I thought they canceled it, but
With the way that show performed.
That show is so ass. It's like they took like the most generic show writer and was like, hey, this is Star Wars, now do something with it.
My
And
green lightsaber turned red.
it's so bad. It's just, and then they try to make it like as important as like everything
there's a
else.
season 2. It's not
No, no.
It was influenced by several factors.
What the fuck do I care? I hate Star Wars now.
It was the second most watched show on Disney Plus.
Nah, because the Star Wars the Star Wars hate pipeline is insane.
It's so justified.
I'm telling you, bro. It's. If I ever hate anything, it's because like it's just. If I ever really hate something, it's because I probably liked it at one point.
Well, that's usually where hate comes from.
Not always.
Well, it's hard to hate something if you never invested like enough care.
Well, I mean, I hate people, but like that's different.
I don't hate. I've never hated a person in my life.
I hate
You
certain
never
types
just-
of arguments.
I never cared enough.
You hit me, bro. You can't stand me.
What, me?
These fucking tapes, bro, you trying to kill me.
For real though.
I'm yeah, boy.
No, like you have to be doing this on purpose. Like
This is legitimate rage bait.
these are angled sniper positions. Like you're. This is SEAL Team 6 Secret Service. Like
Mark,
this is
Bro picked
calculated.
Fuse or Chonk and rushed out of spawn, bro.
You told Hope Francis one of these tapes, bro. He died the next day.
that's not my fault. That's our
You're
VP.
He started the Oblivion Crisis.
He started the event. He got addicted so mad that he said, fuck it, bro.
He killed Uriel Septim.
Hey, Uriel, what's your opinion on Fall Guy? No, I understand. It's my destiny. I have to die.
I must make the ultimate sacrifice.
He just whispered. The guy, he didn't plunge a knife into the Emperor. He literally just whispered Zach's takes.
He got really close to his ear and then whispered upon it. Yeah, I just think the Battle of Fates is kind of mid and not the best part of the movie.
I'm not rage baiting. This is like my honest opinion. I mean, I don't think as much about it, so maybe I'm wrong, but
You told that shit to JFK, it's an explosion.
Maybe there was no, like,
it's not my fault.
maybe Al-Qaeda wasn't involved in 9/11. Maybe the pilot heard Zach's take and just like,
The whole building just fucking decided, I can't.
I just can't, bro. I can't.
Someone heard it in the building and the entire structure just collapsed, bro.
That's messed up.
I hate running out of ammo.
Good God.
I'm sorry, that's funny as shit.
That's funny.
Allow the field tag to be as important as you are. Every major event in history that was a disaster has an origin now.
Wait a minute. You made Twilight?
Bro, this is a flashpoint.
He made Twilight!
That's so far.
Yo.
Cause he caused 9/11.
Yeah, it wasn't 9/11. Yeah, it wasn't Twilight made because of 9/11.
Yeah, it's a whole pipeline.
That's not real. Shut the fuck up.
No, I heard something.
It is. No, it is. It is.
That's not real.
It was something stupid like that, yeah.
It is. No, it's true.
But Zach was this. Zach's opinions started a chain reaction.
Well, like some butterfly fly.
Well, that's pretty much the essential thought behind the 9/11 cause Twilight. It's a butterfly effect of chain events.
Okay, so she didn't literally look at the fucking.
No. It's
to
more-
make a romance novel.
It's more a bunch of series of coincidences that led to Twilight.
That's so crazy.
But they all date back to 9/11.
And Zach caused 9/11.
Well, good, because it's not,
What?
No good.
Well, I meant. Well, I don't know what I meant. Let me think.
Nah, the what?
What's with you and like
He's
not
doubling
thinking before you saying
down?
something, bro?
No, I'll double up. Let me think.
You don't even know what you're
Double
doubling
up?
on. You don't even know what you're doubling on.
I said double down. He's doubling up. This is, bro. I'm an experienced gambler. I don't know what this means.
He's doubling up, bro.
He's
doubling up his losses, man.
I'm folding not just this game, but next game.
Yeah, he doubling up.
The
He's
second
getting
movie's
ready to
not
lose
bad.
2 times.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're sorry for what?
Because
What
you
were you
said
saying?
something. We haven't said anything in like 2 hours. Well, you want to say something? What's up? And then it just fucking turned into shit.
I was buying a case for my phone while you were talking about Oblivion for an hour.
It's important news, man.
It's that new hotness, bro.
It's that you hard this, bro.
You're either in on the new hotness or you're not.
Is that like a joke?
No, dog. It's so real. God damn, bro.
I think I realize my gaming habits are only down to like 3 things or 3 games,
Gooner.
and not even because I haven't played in a minute.
Dude, what do you mean, like, we've been, like, talking about how you need to play other games that you just haven't played, and it's been, like,
I know, but every
months.
time you say that, it makes me never want to play a game again. It makes me-
Fuck.
He just plays Warframe again.
I know it's enjoyable. I don't have to think about anything besides how fun it is.
I just like.
Zach, do you like being told that you're having fun?
I mean, no one said it before, but the chances.
Because that's what Warframe. That's what playing Warframe feels like to me.
I don't like playing Warframe.
I enjoy Warframe, but it also sometimes feels like the game is like, you're having fun, right? In a way.
I liked Warframe in the beginning when I realized I could do cool flips, and then afterwards I was like, this is too grindy.
I played Warframe,
Really?
and then
Oh.
now whenever I get on Warframe, I just
Oh,
think of Destiny, and now I just
I
don't
don't
want to
feel
play
the
it.
grind. I don't.
Yeah, that's another thing that I felt, but I didn't want to seem like a little weird about it. I played Warframe, and then I felt the same boredness I felt playing Destiny.
Yeah, I just don't. I want to get away from grindy stuff.
Yeah, I've actually been doing the same.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing Assassin's Creed, and like eventually probably Oblivion.
How is Brotherhood? I mean, I don't know if you started that,
Bro,
but like,
I love Brotherhood. I love Brotherhood so much.
I told you I love Brotherhood, bro.
I
It's so
love
fun.
Brotherhood. It's so good. I like invested in half of the city of Rome already.
It's so nice.
And
Are you
like
fucking with me?
in
Are you fucking with me? You actually like Brotherhood?
yeah, and then like in the opening, oh man, I didn't expect it. Like I thought like it took everything I had from the previous game and like transferred it over. Like I saw the money, I was like, man, that's about how much I had. I was like, wow, it just copied my save over. That's crazy. And then I lost everything.
Yeah.
It was, well, I liked it because I was like, wow, I've never felt this way before since like Ground Zeroes in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Since Destiny 2.
Somehow you got your ass kicked so much that it broke your hidden blade
fault.
to bring it down to one hidden blade.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, how come I can't kill 2 people at once anymore?
Fuck you. You don't have this skill point unlocked.
The only thing too that's kind of unfortunate is later on when you go to Leonardo da Vinci to like repair your hidden blade. I just feel like he's not nearly as like he's not
Charismatic
nearly
in the old one?
yeah, he's not as charismatic in the other one. No does he make an appearance as much. He just seems like a
Yeah,
side character now.
yeah, he's just there. I didn't even get my second hidden blade yet. I've been just waiting for him.
Or you have to get all those shit back, the double hidden blade, the gun, other things. I
Yeah,
can't
actually,
remember
the
full
gun,
names.
I think you have the gun outright. I love
The
what they did with the
wingsuit?
gun. How like you can just hold square now instead of having to manually get it out and aim it.
Oh fuck! You have to. I forgot about that. You just have to take it out.
Yeah,
I associate it a lot more with just holding square now.
yeah, I love it. And how like you can what's it called? You can do in the combat. The execution streak thing and how you can combine it with the guns, or if you have the small weapon, you can you have throwing knives. Is exactly what I wanted in the second game. I was like,
Dude,
oh,
it's so good. I love Brotherhood. Brotherhood is
yeah.
like that's not what I told you. Like Brotherhood's like my favorite game.
Yeah, and then like they give you a crossbow too, and like you feel like an actual assassin. You don't have to walk up to the guy and like get one on one with him. You can just watch him and just shoot him.
If you want to, you could always do this active approach. You get a big ass great sword and just fuck everybody up. But
I'm
you could
doing that.
also do these tunnels.
Dude, okay, so I spent like 23,000 florins on the greatsword, right? So I was like fighting a bunch of guards on the bridge, and I was fighting them, and then I wanted to shoot. So I just held like a guy like on a horse was coming over, so I wanted to shoot him, but I didn't know like if you had a heavy weapon, he throws it instead. So I was holding square, and then he like winds his arm up, and I was like, I don't think that's how you aim. And then he just yeets the sword, and then I was surrounded by guys still, but he throws my sword. I was like, that cost like 23,000 florins, and now it's gone.
And you fucking ran to that bitch and said, I want it back.
I had to run away because I was like, I'm not fighting them off with a gut knife. Oh, but yeah, I love Brotherhood. It's so good. I like the
So nice.
music, everything. I love Rome. I love Rome much more than I love
That's
any
what
of the
I'm telling
others.
you, like, it's one city, but it's really big and it's got diversity.
And there's stuff to do. You can go around the shops. I've been just going around shops and just buying them all up.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, Brotherhood is really like maybe the story isn't as good as 2 because it goes through his whole life and shit like that. And for Brotherhood's a much shorter span, but fuck, bro, Brotherhood's where
Yeah,
it's at.
Brotherhood is so good. And then like, what's it called? They really refined the I guess like you like when you go to the edge of a building, you're not like immediately like ledging off of a building
A free
anymore.
run?
Yeah, I think the free run, I think it feels a bit faster in AC2, but it's a lot easier in Brotherhood. Like it's a lot more refined because you're not always
Yeah.
accidentally like falling off a ledge or something.
You don't have that. I mean, it's still there, obviously, but it's not as frequent when you're going through and you're going up a tower to fucking use your eagle vision and get the area for that map. Where
Yeah,
you'll climb, you'll want to get to another area, or like you want to like jump to another part of the tower, and so you press left and X, and then you just fucking free fall off the tower.
yeah.
That's
Bro,
it's
it's
fucking-
straight to your death. Straight to your death. And it's a problem that persists in so many AC games after that one too.
It's crazy too how that's like a universal constant. Like Ezio, do the shit that I want you to do.
Like in every single Assassin's Creed, there's always this one moment where you will go for a jump and you will slowly watch yourself fall.
Or like that.
Did you get to the guilds yet?
Yeah. I've been going around.
Dude, bro, I'm telling you, bro, the guilds are awesome.
Yeah, the mercenaries. I think I got like one mercenary thing. I got one of each right now.
Diversifying your portfolio.
Oh yeah.
Bro, it's so nice. You can either get like mercenary type warriors, you can get like scouts that follow you up buildings and shit and help with like fucking combat on different avenues. Then you got just straight up whores. It's
The
awesome.
prostitutes who hide you whenever you're in danger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, and the prostitutes that hide you and get like others off your back when guards are there, they'll just distract. Oh, dude, they're so nice. And it gets to the point where like there's like a level later
They
on
use-
in the game that if
fun
you don't
fact.
have them, it's hard.
They used the Skyrim modding philosophy for the that aspect of the game where essentially, and this is kind of some rocket science, but the whores will flash their modded in big Oonga Boonlungas at the guards, and thus you can then run away freely.
I see.
Dude, I love it. It's just a perfect Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, I really love the combat system. Like, I like the executions. Like, you just go on like a streak. It really solved the monotonous of the second game for me.
And then in Revelations, they just kind of like you can dress up as like a bard, and you Ezio sings, and there's like a tower defense mode, I guess.
I love Bloons tower defense in my.
Dude, it's for real. That's like the last feature I thought they'd add. I'm gonna be so for real. I had no idea that the next generation of like Assassin's Creed was just gonna revolve around Bloons Tower Defense 5. Truly
Honestly,
a revolutionary game.
Yeah, I was actually about to say, kind of crazy how Blues is, low-key is the penultimate game.
Such a good game, bro.
Bloons Tower Defense.
Bro, that was a Chromebook special.
How many games were
Chromebook.
there? Like, they had like.
I played that shit on
think-
unlocked games all the time.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's 6.
Really? I gotta get to a doctor. I'm all fucking tired.
Oh, I
But-
thought you-
Nah, I played Bloons Tower Defense on when it finally reached Newgrounds.
Oh yeah.
Newgrounds.
That was fucking
The
legendary.
site, the site where that was a gaming site and an animation sharing site, and now it's strictly porn.
I
That's
never
the
even heard of it
craziest.
until like a year ago.
What?
That pipeline is insane.
Yeah, I was watching like artist video and they were mentioning. I was like, "What the hell?" I never heard of it.
You were on the
never-
internet back then?
Not. I think the first time I ever been on the internet was like. It had to be in the 2010s.
Oh, that was back then, like
Yeah, but I don't remember any.
Dude, I was there
I didn't
before
really
the
play it.
2010s. Like, when I was talking about the internet at school, nobody knew what the fuck I was talking about.
When I was
more,
talking about the internet, this was pre-social media era. So when I told my friends at school that I went on my computer, and was
Mm-hmm.
playing a game about some penguins, and I was sliding down hills, they were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
What was your guys' preferred Flash game site?
Oh, okay.
I had a few, but I remember one in particular.
Damn, bro.
I remember
I had
like
a
Y
few.
eight games or something, right?
That's what I thought. I was just about to say that Y8. Y8 was
Yeah.
my shit. I
Y8.
played so
Y8.
much Y8.
I
I
think
was gonna say,
Congregate.
Congregate, mini clip.
Yeah, Miniclip.
Yes, dude. I played so much fucking Box Head and Skull Kid.
Yeah. Yo, I remember Skull Kid. I was like, I remember playing. I was like, I don't know if I should be playing this.
Dude, fucking what's another one that really had me, bro? Thing. I love Thing.
Thing, yeah. I was surprised
Oh,
they don't
beat
do
the
anything
buddy.
good. Beat the Buddy. Was it Whack Your Boss, one of them?
Yeah.
Um,
I did not play Flash games that
Bro,
much.
there was this one series. It was like a bunch of stickmen
yeah, you're right.
that you played as like a sniper.
Yeah, yeah. I think like Stick Hitman or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stick Assassin or
that,
something.
yeah. Those games were fucking raw.
Yeah.
dude, you know what was like ironically, even though it has like zero replay, it's got a bit of replayability. You know what's a game that I really love from Flash games?
Hmm.
Ray. I loved Ray.
Red. Wait, was Red
You
the one you
never
play as the robot?
No, Ray was the one where you played as like a hitman, and it was like a choice-based thing
Oh, Ray. Oh,
where you
like
had
Ray
the
Part One.
like Ray Part 1, Ray Part 2, and you go in and like you get to like pick your weapons,
Oh.
and then you pick the scenario, and you get to like, okay, who am I killing first? And then like you get to, oh my god, it was so fun. You had to be there.
Remember, was it Age of War?
Yes,
The
bro.
music is cemented in my head to this day.
Oh, dude,
That's the stick one, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh no, that's
Yeah.
Stick War. You're thinking there's Age of War and then there's Stick War.
Oh, good. I
But
love that.
they're kind of
music.
similar because
Yeah,
like not that they're stick people, but they're like low poly, like they're pretty boxy.
Age of War was the one where you start off as dinosaurs and then eventually you get
The
like,
dinosaurs,
yeah,
and then
like
you eventually go
space
to like the
soldiers or
Roman
something.
Empire. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I didn't like that one too much. I like the one with the technologies, and you get to like go around. You get to have your stick guys.
like the Spearins and the what was it? Like the Mage Kill, I think they were called.
Yeah, dude, I love that.
Sword Wrath.
I love that you can in like the earlier ones you can take over one of them, and then you can just start be like a one-man army. I was just so excited.
Bro, learn to fly.
Bro, I remember
Yeah.
that.
There is something so charming about seeing this fucking penguin wanting to obliterate an iceberg.
Dude, it's like those games, and then even like ones that aren't even like action based, but I still enjoy it, like the what the fuck, the alcohol mixing one. I love that one.
Oh, I think I know the one you're talking
The
about.
one where you like make cocktails and shit like that.
Yes, and then pretty much the only thing I would do is just see how crazily I could throw around the bottles in flips.
Oh my god, yeah.
The original bottle flipping simulator.
So
Was Doodle
nice.
God a Flash game originally?
I think that was on. No,
I think
I
I
think
know it was
might have
on.
actually.
You know, I think because I played it on the web first before I found it on the phone. So
It might have been.
What was y'all's
Nobody
favorite off
flashed.
topic as fuck? What was y'all's favorite island on Pop Tropica?
Tropica.
I don't know what that is.
Pop Tropica, damn, bro.
I didn't really play Prop Tropica.
I did not play this.
I need to remember because there is a lot of good ones, and then there is a lot of ones where I would pretty much just go there just to get the like cool gimmicky items, or like the
Dude,
drink.
I love the superhero.
I was gonna say superhero's good. The spy one.
Oh my god, I love Spy.
The spy. Although actually, the whole spy series where you like go to Egypt, yeah, that whole shit is raw.
I like the Jack and the Beanstalk one. Where you
Yeah, Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh wow, Pop Tropical is made by Jeff Kinney, the guy who made Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah,
He would plug in so much Diary of a Wimpy Kid shit.
like yeah. The crossovers, I'm pretty sure there was like a crossover for every book.
Yeah.
Like 2007. Oh, they both came out around the same time. Man, Diary of a Wimpy Kid was 2007.
Bless you.
Thank you. There we go.
Watch out, bro. You get two.
No. It's like a blow off valve. Yeah, I have to release the pressure a little bit by little bit, and then it's like one big.
Fucking dead.
That's how I sneeze.
I understand.
Especially with all this fucking pollen now.
Dude, these pollen's been kicking my ass.
I hate
Yeah, my
spiders.
nose is fucking swollen to shit.
Do you also have like dry eyes?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been
It's
having
horrible.
dry eyes for like the past week. I don't know how to get rid of it.
My shit got so crusty one morning, I couldn't even open my eyes.
I'm a hazard.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
That shit was horrible.
God forbid you scratch it, because then it's just red.
Oh my god, yeah. I have this, I went to the lady, not the pharmacy, and she was like, don't get this one, this is useless and expensive and it doesn't work. Get this $5 one.
You got the hookup.
Dude. And it works.
I love when I find me a customer service representative or someone who like works at their job and like pretty much they're just no bullshit about it. They're like,
No, literally. She pulled through when I needed it. I pressed the button, and she was like, tell me your symptoms." And I was like, this," and she was like, "I got you." And I was like, "Dude, this is the only setting where I actually appreciate older white women. And any other setting, I want to drop kick these bitches. That's different. That's a mother, bro. That's someone that actually has love for their children, bro. Not these old, decrepit white women, bro.
There is a bit of a line, because at one point is it mom and at one point is it Karen, because both are...
There is an important distinction, I'll give you that.
I think Karen's just getting your business when you don't ask them to.
Oh yeah.
True, but most Karens are often moms.
Yeah, but then like
a conversation,
but not all moms are Karens.
Yeah.
Go, bro. That's a formula.
Yep.
Man, I never knew you to be so articulate with your words.
You just don't listen.
On
You're
God.
probably right. Wow. Yeah.
They're statements.
I think I've only met 2 Karens in my life. And when I say that, I mean like actually like towards me. Usually I just walk away and their voices just start getting lower and lower.
Me when the Doppler effect.
But sometimes you can't walk away though. Like I hate it when they just get like you're stun locked.
Yeah.
Not even stun locked, you're just trapped.
Bro, that is when we pull out the concealed carry.
That's why I have to. My backup would be like, say something really crazy, like, you know.
Like 2016. 2016, that real
Yo, yeah, the good old days. I don't have that unleashed. There's consequences. I care now.
There are consequences to saying the N-word. How do you know?
If you say it, I'll say it.
Whoa.
I'll tell every Karen that. I'll make you part of it.
You can't park here. Listen, if you say it, I'll say it.
It's an anti-Karen zone.
Bro, she just be staring at us like shocked. I can see her face right now.
I'll fry your brain, woman.
See the round eyes.
That shit's so funny.
The frown.
Can't be here.
It's not even a no, it's not even a frown. I got it. I got the you ready? I'm about to send it in chat. It's like it's one of these, bro. It's one of these.
Oh yes.
It's one of these.
She might have sunglasses over.
It's like, oh.
I could make that. Hold
I bet you I would be the first to at least try and say something crazy like that.
Yo, Vlad, off topic as fuck. You trying to do that Boondocks challenge that they got going on?
What is this?
Let me pull up the rules.
Boondocks.
This was fire, bro. I'm gonna die. Oh no, it's a general. It's a general, yeah. Oh god. Rules. We drink for every rule we notice. Granddad's whooping. Uncle Ruckus racism. Riley says gay. Kiwi being work. Every individual N-word.
One Boondocks episode probably could give you alcohol.
That's exactly what I said, bro. That is exactly what I said.
Like statistically, yeah, you'd be cooked. You'd be cooked and not in the good way. Your liver would be on borderline failure.
Nah, bro, mine knows its purpose. I can do this.
Bro.
Man, there's no limits.
Yo, Vlad, you trying to eventually one day hop back on Helldivers 2?
I still got that bitch downloaded.
That's exactly. I've been debating to delete this shit for a month. Wait, but I hold out.
Why didn't you guys tell me? I had it like installed for like 2 months. I deleted it like a month ago.
Because of that flag. Why did we say hell?
I was wondering because when the Illuminants came out, I was like, "Oh, we're just gonna hop on."
Yeah,
Look at no one
that's
saying
what I thought.
I was waiting for you
Oh
guys
my
to say
god!
something. I was waiting for you guys to say something.
But the thing is, though, I did say this. I said this to you a few times.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I think I said something like, yeah, I pivoted off to the other ones. I was like, I'm down too, but then like we just went and played Marvel Rivals or something.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Marvel Rivals. I do want to continue playing Marvel Rivals, but like,
God damn, we need to switch it up, bro.
We do, and then not only did they add Illuminus, they added like 2 new difficulties, I think, above Helldive.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they added proper cars.
Dude,
we can properly ATV.
I spent all my money on the car. I got a car.
I don't. Dude, I haven't played it in like since the last time we played, literally.
That's the thing, yeah. I'm broke as fuck now.
Bro, like, I'm down to hop on like anytime, bro.
Wanna play right now? Or are you guys busy?
Yes.
Work.
Oh fuck. When are you coming out? When are you coming out?
Oh, you did ask? I leave at like 10:30, 11, but then say the word and I'll...
No, dog. I will take a nap at like 5 o'clock just so that when I wake up we can play.
Say the word, bro.
My only thing is, if you do get out, please don't be like, guys, I'm tired, because then I will have wasted my day.
Nah, if y'all say I'm good, I'm good.
Dude, I have this shit downloaded.
I'll get it right now.
I'm ready.
And we'll be good tonight if we do it. If we do it tonight.
Alright, I'm good.
Dude, I'm rich. I'm so fucking ready, bro. I'm so fucking ready.
Zach, do you have it downloaded?
I'll
Come on, dude, bro.
guys like this game.
Yes!
I can tell. Yeah, I never deleted it.
Let's go!
Bro, I was the only one that deleted it.
I'm just gonna delete
Yeah,
it.
I updated it.
Wait, what?
This motherfucker's just not like fun.
Helldivers 2 is like, never mind, I can't say
Like
it.
Helldivers 1?
No, you all just short circuit or something.
Like Helldivers 1?
No, I was gonna say my feeling of Fallout, but you all do.
Huh?
To a certain extent.
What do you
To a
mean?
extent.
What you mean by that?
Like,
What?
I get,
You can just call
I
out
get
more
bored.
ammo.
You can't keep
I
getting
know,
away
no,
with these
no, no.
fuck-ass opinions, bro.
Wait, okay, whoa, hold on, wait. This is like the reverse
In
of like,
what metric?
I
In
think
what
I just get
metric?
bored sometimes.
bro, we stopped
this
playing because
case-
we all got bored, but then when we said that, you were like, I'm still having fun, and then we moved on to like Ready or Not. But now you're saying the reverse?
I don't remember what I said. I'm just talking about now.
But we haven't played it forever.
But what time though? How late?
Like,
I'll be home like 10:30, 11.
Oh, God.
Dude, I'm fucking ready, bro.
Okay, I guess I'll play for like an hour.
Bro, you got no job. Take a nap.
bro, take a
I've been
nap right
going to
now.
bed early.
No,
No, I
why?
don't
What are you
take
waiting
naps.
up
I'm
for?
not- No, I just go to bed early nowadays.
Stop
I have a
it.
different lifestyle.
Get some help.
Get some help.
That costs money.
Stop
man.
it. Just get some help.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll play for like an hour.
Just take a nap now. What are you doing right
No, I
now?
don't take naps. That makes it worse.
Why? Because you heard John Berthold like, man, I don't trust this man. Who takes naps? I can't talk to you because you're taking a nap. Is that why you don't
Yeah.
take naps?
Said that?
This
I
motherfucker
didn't
takes
hear
naps.
him
Like, I don't
say
trust
that.
that.
No, if I take a nap, I feel like crap.
Yeah, no, he went on the tangent.
Dude, when
I
that
know, I don't
motherfucker said, what, bro, I don't know if y'all remember this, but recently they said, what pizzas is the Punisher eat? I do not trust that motherfucker after his response.
Just,
The
I don't
Punisher don't
eat
eat
pizza.
Oh, he's in New York.
He's an Italian-born New Yorker that don't eat pizza, bro.
When his family died, his love for food died. His love for food.
Nah, cause I know if I hand that motherfucker some chicken parm, he's devouring, bruh.
Bro,
Every
who
evil
doesn't
doer
love
eats pizza.
chicken parm?
Therefore, I can't eat pizza. It reminds me of my family.
God damn, bro. He's a guy.
Did you see Daredevil the Fishy yet? At all?
No, bro.
No,
Yeah.
like,
It was so good. What'd you
I'm
say?
on my last episode of Diamond. I'm almost there. I'll get to it.
It's so good.
I don't believe you.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm on like episode 4, and
Believe me.
I believe Frank Castle's supposed to come in this episode. But I literally can't bring myself to watch half past the episode where they're dealing with Kingpin's bullshit because A, I work, and B, it's just kind of eh.
It's so good.
I don't know, bro. I think it's just because of like some of the shit that you've been saying recently. I have a very skewed like fucking idea.
All
But
I've been saying is how
believe
much
you.
I don't like certain things. But I'm
I
saying
don't-
the one.
I'm starting to know
I-
you.
Oh, that's a different problem. But we can address that. We can address that another time. Right now, you gotta be a man and don't think about that.
Oh, now you're questioning my masculine. Fuck you, bro.
Of course.
Oh my
How
god.
can you hate someone? That's gay.
The act of hating me.
And now he's calling you a homosexual? That's crazy.
That's how
He
it works.
Hatred is gay.
You're all of it. You can't hate. That's
Did you just call me gay? What?
called you gay, bro. He called you
Because I hate
gay.
things?
Hey.
What?
You do you, and I do me.
How are you gonna call me gay
Why don't
and say
you
you
do
do
that?
you?
You do you. Awesome gay shit.
Sorry, I'm really tired. Not really.
Then go to
Take a
sleep.
nap.
Go to take a nap.
No, I'm not going to sleep.
Go
I
take a
just feel
nap. Why you
Go take a nap.
contradicted yourself?
Shut the fuck up, Bertha.
I like that. I didn't know he said that. I'm serious. Huh?
I didn't take naps. Bro, sleep is for the
I
fucking
believe him.
birds.
I believe Shane.
Oh, but you ain't gonna believe any of us.
Oh, so what, you think you're the good guy now, Raycon?
I think Shane was the main protagonist all along.
Yeah, until we got shot.
That's not his fault. That's what main protagonists do, you know? They die, but...
They get shot. Fuck yeah.
They couldn't handle him.
That's nuisance.
They had to
Of
take
course.
him down. Just because he was with another man.
Yeah, because he was committing the worst form of because he was committing the worst form of infidelity against not only
Oh, that still exists in that era?
not only against his partner, but like his dog. That's his dog.
Oh yeah, alright, so I'm a better man for Lori than you.
I'm a better man.
I'm a better father than you, Rick. I'm a
That's
man.
why she died in prison. She died. She didn't end up well.
I'm better for her than you, man.
The show ended when he died. Oh, the 10 other seasons, I don't believe in them.
I do like. I haven't watched it yet, but I do like how he just.
I've watched it for...
How eventually Rick just straight up just becomes like an even worse version of Shane.
He really did. It's awesome.
Okay, okay, I'll be on tonight though, I guess.
Alright, go take your nap. I'm gonna end it right
I'm
here.
not taking a nap. Instead, I'm gonna take a...
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for joining, guys.
We need some therapy, me and you.
I think you
No, I'm
need
not
therapy.
I don't need therapy, I need...
God. Jesus.
He's not real. He's not gonna help.